What up? Welcome in, friendos. Tis going to be a good day. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, boy. We are going live now to allow opportunity, time for people to join the stream so that at noon, my time, so in a little bit less than an hour, precisely 53 minutes, we will be playing the brand spanking new Bleasdale. It's his the plan. It is. So we will make it happen. Phasmo, thank you for the biddies, dude. I appreciate you. Jackie, thank you for the 20 months. Hello, welcome back. Oh, good to see everyone. Hi, hello. I'm not usually live at this time, but here we are. Joke, thank you for the 2 months. Hello, hi, hello. Easy bleezy. Well, it'll be beautiful now. That's for damn sure. That is for sure. Is this map release available to? No. If you look at the pinned comment, no. There's nowhere that states that this is going public yet. Nope. I think there's a lot of misconception. There's a lot of people that have taken what was been said and just said, oh, well, then I guess it's like, no. Full release to the public has not been announced yet. Do we think it's going to be soon? I do. When? I don't know. Yeah. Why am I streaming so early? The mods told me to. Yeah, they said they would leave if I didn't. So, yeah. The release announcement is tomorrow. There you go. There you go. So, we'll find out then. When? I don't know what time. Well, it's not super secret. It was definitely, it's not super secret. It was absolutely promoted very blatantly on the Phasmo socials that we were going to be live today. Very blatant, very straightforward. Mods will riot. It's what they do. But it's necessary, and that's why we love them so much. Because they're so amazing. Crater, thank you so much for the biddies. Oh, Chibi! Thank you for the subs, dude. W shirt, thank you. Represent. Oh, Jones, you get to play first. I know. Listen, it's one of those things where like the partners, like the kinetic partners, have definitely earned their place and have earned, in my opinion, the ability to get at least something to showcase to the community, right? So it'd be one thing if it was like, oh no, they get to play this and then you guys don't get to see this for 6 months. That would be kind of shit. That would be awful. But if we were talking about this yesterday, if they're willing to let us show off the map now, which in a way is almost like another layer of beta testing, because us showing it off, there could be possibilities for like a couple things to happen that they are still ironing out before they release it to the public. But they're just allowing us to show everybody for some hype. 15 buds. Hello, Fred. Thank you for the 15. Oh my. A haunted motel might make for an interesting map. Yeah, my fear would be how large it would be. You know? Hi, Rhino. Thank you for the freaking subs, dude. Oh my God. But this open house that we are going to be doing today for the new, improved, revamped Phasmophobia Bleasdale, we are doing this with Tom NK21. If you don't know Tom, what the hell is wrong with you? 1, 2, his name is in my title, and he's going to be live as well. So please make sure you're following that amazing man. We haven't really had a chance to freaking collab yet. Our times are so different. I stream so late. He streams so early comparable to me. My concern is the objects count. Oh, bogging. I can only assume that they have done this in a way to make it more optimized than the Bleasdale as you know it right now. Because think about, yes, retract. Point Hope has a crap ton of items, and people were having issues with that map. And I don't think it was because of the items itself. I think that, and this is coming from somebody that knows zero about development, by the way, zero about development. I can only imagine they have figured out a way to make it where it is playable for all. Optimized, ready to go. Had a couple of low frame rate moments when using the video camera around a lot of objects. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so if we notice things like that, it's good to know that was why it's expected almost, because they're fixing it. Yeah. Hi, Morgan. Gan, thank you for the 2 months. Kid Cat 19. Good God. Point Nope. That's right. That is right. So again, we are going to be playing with Mr. Tom today for the first hour of our preview. So in a little bit less than 50 minutes, we will be, in a little bit less than 40, we'll join Mr. Tom in a lobby so we can just chit chat and hang out for a couple minutes before we just jump it. And then for the first hour, we're going to tour the map with Tom. We are going to play a couple of multiplayer games just to see the flow, see how it is. And then after that first hour, we are going to split ways so that he can do some solo exploration and so I can do some solo exploration. We have a nice plan. It's laid out. It's ready to go. We like. Hi, Mr. Slow. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I can actually say that to you guys. Good morning. No, there's no chicken bananas today. Nope. Unnecessary. Mr. Chingus. Hello, friend. How's work? Worked from home today so that I could do this. Good morning. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm very excited. I'm excited for this to get into, I mean, I say I'm excited for this to get in the hands of the community, but like I have yet to see a single solitary frame of this map. I have stayed away from social media completely. So I have not seen a single thing. The only thing I've seen are the photos that you have seen. That is it. Hey, what's up, Morty? Here from TikTok. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Many excite. Kim, thank you for the follow. Thank you all for the follows. If you're new here, by the way, if you've never been here before and you're here to check out the map, I do have a Discord. I post all my stuff in there whenever I'm going to be doing anything special like today or anything of that nature. We have a lot of Phas information, and then the rest of my socials are there as well. I'm avoiding spoilers, sir, so I'll be lurking. I appreciate you, Mr. Chingus. Yeah. The announcement hopefully will be happening, you know, soonish. Soonish. Hey, what's up, B? Want to see it so bad? Well, luckily, I mean, I have the VOD. I have my VOD. I'm going to make a video, obviously. Multiple videos. Hopefully no bugs. We don't want any bugs, of course not. If they happen, though, we can't be like, oh, of course. It's not even public released. There's always a possibility for things to happen. But that's why it's not in the hands of the community yet. They're making sure that everything is oakley dokley before they do. Am I going to play around beforehand? Not of the new map. I'm going to play a round, yes. Not of Bleasdale, yes. We're going to do just a nice little warm up just to get ourselves, you know, situated inside of Phas. So I will open Phas and we will play around before we join Tom. Yes. We're not going to sit here for the next like 35 minutes like this. I could, but no, we'll probably play around just to get moving. I think the community manager in another stream said the announcement's tomorrow. Did they announce that publicly though? Did they? Wait, you're live? No. This is all an illusion. I was trying to rewind. On Twitch? What? Hi, Coach. Hello, Miss Chesney. How are you, friend? Show map. Neo, thank you for the subs. Hello, friend. Thank you so much. Guys, if you get gifted, please make sure to thank the gifter. What up, Diesel? I know a few of my friends have already played the map. I know Hydra has. I know that Lisa has. I know that a few of them have, just based on timing. It's just a timing thing. So there's no shot I was waking up at God knows what hour to do that. No. Tom and I had a conversation. We arranged everything. Good to go. Good to go. Oh, glad to lurk while I learn a new game. Wait, like lurking me to play a new game? What game are you playing? Or you mean, are you lurking to figure out Phasmo? I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Hey, Molt, how are you? Possum, hello. Came from YouTube. Looking forward to this. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm curious if the new Bleasdale classes... Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, God, I lost it. Oh, God. If the new Bleasdale classes is small... Oh, as a small or a medium-sized map. My guess would be small. Probably still small. Oh, you're playing CFD? Oh, dude. I used to play that on Xbox way back when. Way back when. It is the fact that game, I don't know. It has stood the test of time. It is still such a good game. I just don't play it often. Coach, we should play Sea of Thieves sometime. Get some people together. It'd just be funny. And I welcome in Gaga. Hi, friend. How are you? I was wearing your t-shirt yesterday, friend. I was wearing the t-shirts while I was working out. There's like 21 rooms now. Yeah, I forget. 21 or 22. I don't remember. It was on the bottom of the open house sheet. Yeah. Found on YouTube. Glad I did. Helped a lot in Phas. I appreciate that, friend. I have no plans on slowing down, man. I have zero. Has Tanglewood changed? Not since the most recent Tanglewood we know. Has Tanglewood ever changed? Yes. There was a point in time where the Tanglewood laundry door going to the garage was actually in the kitchen and not in the hallway. I hope that answers the question. Get a Coach and Flash rendition of the Captain, look. Oh, man. Finally made it. Welcome in, dude. No, I'm excited. It's going to be good stuff. I remember the original utility door. Me too. Yeah, me too. I remember when I first played Sea of Thieves thinking that is one of the best waters I've ever seen in a game. Like the ocean itself, it was just so good looking. Has not been matched. Like it looks so good. And such a grand scale too. Damn. I saw TikTok showing it saying 20 rooms in game, but it was promoted as 21. Great question. We'll find out today. Yeah. Well, when we hover over the map, when we go to pick it, it'll tell us. It'll tell us. The LED sign, so be it. Hey, if you do exclamation point sign, that's who made it. They're going to be getting me a new one. I'm just waiting for them to get me the new one. They contacted me and said, hey, we have a newer version of your sign that you have up here. If you want a new one. I was like, yeah. I mean, don't mind if I do. Thunderbolt, thank you for the subs. Yeah. Good things. They're cool. I mean, the newer ones, you have the ability to adjust them to make them like go with stream. Like I could have it react to bits, subs, follows, all that jazz. But this one, like, I mean, I can change the colors and all that stuff. I can do all the things. I can change the mode. I can change the speed, but like I can change it to this, that, this, all kinds of different stuff. Yeah. Yeah. The newer ones do even more. I've had this sign for a long time. I've had it for a while. And it's plugged in every day. I mean, it's literally plugged. It does not turn off. I just leave it on. It has been on for probably over a year. More than that, probably. Damn. Yeah, Bella, thank you for the biddies. Kylie, thank you for the 2 months. Hello. I'm so excited to check it out. I'm so excited to check out the map with Mr. Tom. Hell, I don't know if I'm gonna have a lot of time to play a map before we jump in with Tom. Shit, this might just be a just chatting until we do. Maybe I'll get Phasmo open and we'll get into the lobby and keep talking. That way we're at the ready. It's robust. It's robust. I mean, you see the size of the sign. Like, look how big it is. Look how big it is. Like, it's good size. Yeah. Good girl ghost. Hello. Don't mind a good conversation? Well, it's less stressful. You're not trying to rush through something before all the tings happen, you know? It's a big old F. It's a double F. Thank you. A double FU. Thank you. Jay Brooks, thank you for the 6 months. Hello. How was the morning? Morning was good. Morning was good. I was a little tired. Last night, we decided to do the all difficulty Bleasdale challenge to go from amateur to APOC 3. We completed it. So I don't know if Tom's aware of that yet, but I'll make sure to let him know. So perfect runs, any mistakes, you start over. I had a bone in the bathtub upstairs in Bleasdale that was basically not reachable because of the shower curtain. And I somehow was able to glitch into the shower curtain to grab it. I don't know how that happened, but it worked. We preserved our game. Yeah, so it wasn't like a gimme. It wasn't a, well, you would have had it anyway. Nope, I got it. I got all of them. Yeah. Bleezy hype. Yes, sir. I love when you stream early because then I don't have the excuse of having to sleep for work. Listen, Slow. Spooky Time Pizza. What up, dude? Good to see you. Wanted some privacy? Well, it's behind a see-through curtain. I don't think it wanted that much privacy. Thank you guys for the hype train. Jesus Christ. So stoked. I know, man. I'm going to get Phasmo open just so that we can at least chill in the lobby for a little bit. And then at about 11:50 my time, so in about 25 minutes, we are going to partner up with the lovely Mr. Tom NK21 to do this tour together. We decided as a team, to do the first tour of Bleasdale, our first look together, because we figured it would be fun. So something a little different, you know? We'll explore it together. We'll figure out all the things together. We'll look at the hiding spots. We'll check out the cursed possessions, find all the creepy stuff. We'll make our way to the tea room so that we can find our pets. I know for a fact that little Miss Josie is there. She is there. I just have to find her. Yeah. B, thank you so much for redeeming the VIP. Oh, why would a shower have a clear curtain? I don't know. Maybe they want to pretend like they have privacy, but they actually don't have privacy. I got nothing.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Thank you. Hey, what up, Gall? How are you, dude? Welcome in. Yes. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Sheesh. Looks new to me. Here, we'll fix our card back up. There we go. Yes, sir. So we'll be joining Mr. Tom in a little bit, but we'll at least have Phasmo open and at the ready. We figured if we get together a little bit early before we actually start playing, even Tom was the one that messaged me and said it. He's like, it'll look a little more professional. I completely agree with him. Completely. So glad I ended up sick. Don't be glad you ended up sick. I mean, I'm glad you have the opportunity to stay home, but don't be glad you're sick. Nobody should be sick. I'm sorry, dude. Sammy, thank you for the 2 months. Lay, thank you for the 5. Resub day. Nelly, thank you for the 4. Good God. Good gravy. Morgan, what up, dude? How are you? Hey, how are you? Good to see you. How are you? Morgan, when do you play? When did the schedule say you played? I'm good. I'm doing well. I worked from home today so that I had the opportunity to not only play this a little bit earlier, but but also so I could play. I haven't had a chance. I never get the opportunity to play with Tom. So Tom and I decided to play together today. Yeah. Yeah. You're early. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, Raven, how are you? Starry, thank you for the 19 months. Jinx, thank you for the 5. Hello. European friendly times on a Thursday. That's right. Yes, sir. Yeah. I don't normally stream on Thursdays, so what I didn't want to do was I didn't want to try to stream tonight when I normally don't stream, because then, I mean, it's just usually that's my opportunity, like Thursday night or evening when I'm not streaming, that's my opportunity to hang out with the family, hang out with the missus, the kiddos, run them around town to every damn activity that exists. So doing it during the day, I'm not disrupting anybody's day. So I feel less of a burden, which is nice. Raven, thank you for the 1 year. My God, thank you for the follows too, guys. Red October launch, welcome in. Yeah. Lower the resolution should help with the stream speed. What? What? Suits. Yeah, I know. That, like, you guys and others of that, like in that area or beyond, are the reason I added Sunday streams to begin with, ever, because I wanted the opportunity to be able to stream to those that might not get to see me during the week. So anytime I get the opportunity to stream on times like this, ayo. Talking to the kids in school. Oh, gotcha. Roger that. Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes if you're on Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi speed is not that great, and you see a lot of buffer, you just drop that resolution like a mother. It usually helps. It's 11:30, so we're doing good on time, man. We're doing fine. We're just gonna sit here and chat for another like 20. I could do like a quick like Tangle speed run or something. It's up to you guys. We're not touching Bleasdale without Tom. To be very clear. Do some Tangle. The levels don't matter. The levels don't matter, especially because I'm past level 100. I waited for this very specifically not to prestige because I didn't want to look at all of the new Bleasdale stuff with low tier equipment. Why not? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, do a Tangle speed run. All right, let's do it. A speed run or like a normal run, and then just try to do it fast. Like we can do like a nightmare run and just see how quickly I can do it. Grafton's the best anyways. I'm really excited to see what they do to Grafton too. So excited. It's going to be so good. Hey, what up, Artsy? No evidence? What, no evidence, no sanity? You going live on YouTube? Yeah, I will, dear. Yeah, I will be. I was waiting closer to the time when I was going to be starting the map. Yeah. Learned so much about the ghost blinks and the abilities. Watching the videos on YouTube and the streams, I appreciate you. There's a lot of really helpful information out there. All right, let's do custom. Wait, no. I already got one of these. I got this one. All right, let's go in here. What if I loaded this up and it was like a new Tanglewood we didn't know about? Be like, oh shit.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment
That
and
they
prepare accordingly
said that
before
Tanglewood is
starting
getting
the investigation.
a rework as well. I believe this year.
Nothing to report,
We just don't know when.
but it looks like whoever was here
What's my time slot? We will be playing the map in 30 minutes. Yep. In 30 minutes, I'll be playing it. And then I'll be playing the map for roughly about 2 hours. But for right now, we are just going to do a quick 1 or 2 speed run. Just do some no evidence, no sandy real fast. Just a couple runs for funsies before we join Tom. Because we have some time. We have like 20 minutes. Is the map getting a new name too? Just a rework. No, just a rework. They are Bleasdale itself, the way you know it now, completely different. All new assets, all new everything, because they're trying to remove, from what I understand, from what it seems like, any assets that were from the Unity store that maybe when they first made the game, certain things they added just to quickly get something done, get out of here, all brand new. So that way when they go when they're trying to get to this 1.0 release at some point, everything in the game will be theirs. It won't be some random asset somewhere. So it'll be completely custom. No, I'm going to, Skelly. I'm waiting until I get closer to playing the map. That way I'm not sitting there fielding questions on YouTube about, so where's the map? Wait, are you playing the map now? Where's the map? You said you're playing the map? Where is it? Are we gonna see it today? Wait, when did the map happen? So yeah, we just avoid all that jazz by doing this. It is going to happen 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. All right. I still never figured this out. All right. So if I have, after my lighter, if I go crucifix, you. Okay. You. Nailed it. Perfect. Can't wait. I'm so excited, man. Who did that? I swear to God, fate, you mother. You son of a bitch. I couldn't hear a goddamn thing. Thanks for the follows, guys. Welcome in. If you're just coming in and you're curious about the new Bleasdale, we're showing it off at noon in like 25 minutes. I should really be hired by Blurb or something to create blurbs for streamers. I literally avoided other streams and videos. Oh, just so I could watch. Oh, I appreciate you. Don't ever feel bad. If you're really itching to see the new stuff and someone's going to stream before me or they're going to release a video, please don't be afraid to just go check it out. I know I want to wait so that I can have my natural reaction on stream with you guys. But you guys, I mean, don't ever be afraid to go peek, but definitely don't come in and be like, hey, I saw everything, so this is what you're looking for. Like, no, don't you dare. Ron to be Rondin. Mudman, how are you? What's up, cutie patootie? The go-to. I appreciate you guys. Huh. You're too damn cute. What do I do with you? Spicy. Spicy. So you're over in this area. You seem pretty normal. The blinks look normal. The speed seemed pretty normal. I'll be on both, Alpha. Yeah, and at about 11:50 my time, I will be on both. I'm just waiting. I'm impatient as hell. So I watched Nuka. Did he do APOC 3? Tell me he did, right? Hugger? All right. Ma'am, I'm ready for your hugs. No? Oh, thank you. There we go. Look, we got our hugs on. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? I'm good, Robbie. How are you? Gerald, thank you for the 5 months. Hello. Oh my goodness. She said hugs incoming. Is she predicting the future? Ma'am, is there any particular reason that you're not hunting right now? I did not hit you with a smooge. Ma'am. Oh my God, I thought she was hunting. I was like, what? I was about to say, dude. This crucifix, yeah, there you go. There it is. Okay, all right. There it is. Hey, how are you? She was standing here. If she would have started hunting, okay, all right. We just completely broke the game for this one, huh? This is no saying, no evidence. Yeah, just doing a quick run or two before we join Mr. Tom. Find them in the lunch break. Hello. Do all the ghosts have legit names? The ghost models actually do have names. Interesting. How out of range is that for you, ma'am? I know what's wrong with that cruisie. Ain't got no gas in it. Hi, Grammy. Would you like a smooch? Oh God. Oh God, I ain't got no gas in it. Okay, we're fine. That's what I feel like when I have no more sprint left. How you doing, Mr. Grammy Graham? This, do that, let's go. What time is it there? If you're ever curious what time it is for me, if you do exclamation point time, it will tell you my local time. So if you hear me referencing a time for me, that'll tell you what time it is. We can try some salt, grab another smooge. Oh, I still need to get the parabolic, a scram. You're a toughie. You're acting very, very normal, aren't you? I know it's all the cruise. I got no guys. Set a stopwatch. Thank you. She started from over there. What is the range on this beach? Oh, she hunted just outside of the range. What a turd butt. What a turd butt. Wait. You. All right, 60 seconds have passed. Had a job interview. How'd it go? Hey. 90. Chances of an on-rail have gone down significantly. Because I would have known if she would have been over here, she would have walked in the salt. And she never did that. She never did. But I had a firelight on both sides going that way. I think the chances have gone down. Give me my lantern. It's mine. It's mine. No, Prag, not yet. Nope. I will be doing it soon. We're just waiting. Not a wraith. I don't think you're this. Don't think so. No. I'll say no Obake for now. I didn't see a shift. Not a Revy. I don't need a thermometer. Get out. It is unnecessary. Does the firelighter you're holding count as a crucifix? Well, they don't count as crucifixes at all, but the ghost will prioritize trying to blow that out before it does eat the crucifix. So that's why when I'm doing an Onryo test where my sanity's really low, I'll put a crucifix down, I'll put a firelight on one side, and then I will have either another one here, or I could just stand like this. This can be used. You can do an Onryo. You can do an Onryo test by having it blow that out 3 times. Yeah. Haven't even started yet, Misty. No, I haven't even been live for 39 minutes. No, we haven't done it yet, friend. Not yet. In about 10 minutes, we're going to meet up with Mr. Tom. This one's a butt cheese. I don't think it's throwing enough. I tried to hunt after 90. We'll say not spirit, not demon. I could do an official yokai test. I don't think it's a shade. Doesn't feel like it's stalking me. It's not that quiet, right? Am I doing Please Deal with Tom? Yes. Yes. Wait, you come back upstairs so I can do the old 1, 2. The lighter can run out of fuel, but after 10 minutes of being on. Are you a yokai, you little butthole? How far is this? I mean, it definitely should have heard me, right? From about here to there? Thank you, coach. There we go. She'll fix it. Are you a yokai? Hadouken! Nailed it. Does that breaker have a shovel, or is it just happy to see me? Oh my. That's a yokai. Dude, it had to have detected me there, and it didn't. Don't hit your head. It's my Home Alone trap. It's my Home Alone trap. Harry, I'm coming up. Boom. All right. Where is my pair of bollocks? What'd I do with it? Mom, help. Mom, help. What'd I do with it? 6 foot. What up, dude? Did I leave it in here? Oh, you suck a butt. Oh, there it is. Hey, talk, you nerd. Oh, Jesus. Almost jump scared myself with my shovel. What's your name? Shannon! Shannon Gayton. You talk to me right now, young lady. Shannon? No. Bad Shannon. Shannon. Shannon? Please? Please? Just do the thing. Do yokais change speeds? If it has line of sight, it will. Okay, I'm leaving. This is your last chance. I'm out the door, Shannon. 3, 2, 1. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, F her. I'm out of here. Nope, not today. She's mean.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
I didn't want her to answer like that. What a turd. It's 11:44. There's no point in doing another one. Unless I do like, okay, you know what? We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Really, really fast. Really, really fast. Like maybe like a oneer. We'll do like a one hunt and then call it. That way we can meet up with Tom. Oh, it's Corey, though. Hey, country, welcome in, man. A ghost event, capture a photo, motion sensor. You got it. So we'll do this, 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 this. This is fuck boy. This is fuck boy. Hey, what up, Lid? How are you? Okay. Smudge. Down is smudge. Down is smudge. Up is fudge. Down is smudge. But yeah, I love doing this like little loop here. Being able to go in between the garage and the living room. I mean, the garage and the kitchen. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey. Hey. All right, I'll go over here. Yeah, 15 minutes. Thank you, Fate. Corey? Corey? Hello? Well, that doesn't sound that far away. Excuse you. Are you in here or not? Was that a ghost fart and it just like happened to be far away? Do you typically use the mouse wheel or the cycle key? It depends. Situational. If I'm sitting still, I'll cycle. If I'm trying to move, I usually won't try to. I'll fumble if I go like this. It's a Banshee. Roger that. You have wheels. Is that a Moroi? That sped up with line of sight there at the end, didn't it? Like a little bit? I think it did a little bit. Just enough. Yeah, I say we go for it. I don't think it was fast enough for a Thay. I think a Thay's little pitter-patters, I think, are a little bit quicker. Possible Hantu if it was still in its ghost room, maybe, but we're on a schedule.
Welcome back. There's
Yahtzee.
jobs ready for you.
We heard the tings, we knew. We knew. Can you take a picture of the ghost fart? You cannot, and I kind of wish that you could. Even if it was just as an interaction photo, being able to take a picture of that mist ball, I think you should be able to. It's ghost evidence. It's like not evidence to prove what type of ghost it is, but to prove that there's something there. You know? I think so. These levels don't mean squat, obviously, because I'm going to prestige at some point. We're just waiting to prestige because I didn't want to prestige right before we checked out the new map. Yeah. What do you use to get the lights to change behind you? Like I've been using Lumia stream, but I want to use something else. Like I would love to be able to get StreamerBot to do that. I just haven't figured out a way to do it yet. Cat Moon, thank you so much for the prime. Yeah. All right. I love that you said it was because of a challenge. Listen, it was I think that was very believable. If I would have said, well, I can't prestige because something's coming soon. Which ghosts speed up with line of sight? It's easier to look at the ghosts that don't speed up with line of sight than it does those that do, because more do than don't. Yeah. Why is it dirty water when the ghost turns it on? It's got to take a poo op. That's why. It's got to take a poo op. All right. We need to leave this lobby. When is the update preview? In about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We're about to meet up with Mr. Tom. Oh, there's nobody here. Oh, there's two online. It's me and Tom. Population. Hold on. Population. 2. It's just me and Tom. Now, technically, I think he can join on me, but we'll send him the code anyway, so it's okay. Anime, thank you for the 5 months. That's so funny. All right, there's a bug. Mr. Tom will be jumping in with us, but of course. All right, let me get going over here as well while we're at it, yeah? Hey, Baby Carrot, how are you? Can't wait for the new map. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Is Tom one of the developers? No, Tom is another Kinetic Games partner, along with me and many other amazing little beans. Yeah. Allie, thank you for the biddies, dude. Oh, I gotta blow my nose. I'm a little stuffy. Hold on. Tom and I have both refrained from looking at anything outside of what you guys have seen. So this is going to be brand new. If you haven't seen any of it yet, we haven't seen any of it yet. It is going to be brand new for all of us. Yeah. Rhodey, how are you, dude? Do I know the settings for my OBS Phasmo filter? Offhand? No. I can tell you the only thing that I have for that filter is a very light gamma shift so you guys can see. And that gamma shift, it's only on OBS. It's not through NVIDIA. I can't see that shift. I know some people do. I just don't. Oh my God.
Oh my God, you're so loud.
I've noticed the same thing with everyone. Everyone is so loud.
Oh. Actually, when I back away from you, you're quite quiet.
What do you
then
mean?
when I'm in you, it's loud.
Oh,
Very loud. Oh, okay.
testing.
I've noticed the most.
Yeah.
Testing.
Yeah.
Is it's the radios.
Oh, the radios you can't. So you can turn somebody's volume down, their voice, their radio volume will still be blasting. It doesn't change their radio volume.
I set someone to 5 and then they went on the radio again and it nearly blew out my brain.
Yep.
I don't know what it was.
Yep. Not in a good way.
But is everyone excited? Your side? Everyone's very excited.
We are very much jazzed. I've just been talking about how like, the only things that we've seen have been the photos that have been released publicly. Like we haven't looked at anything at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I caveated mine is that I loaded into the map in the van because I wanted to make sure OBS didn't shit the bed.
I did the same thing.
I didn't open the van and I left. I span around to make sure assets loaded in without crippling everything. And then
do you know what I did? I loaded in. I took my glasses off and I loaded into the van. I was like, "Yep, everything's blurry. I can't see anything."
Just in case you took a picture.
Just in case I see something on accident. Like nope, couldn't see a single thing.
It's just so tempting, right?
I know.
There,
yeah.
And you kind of want to, but it's so tempting.
I know. Well, guess what?
Look at everything.
That is what today is for.
Yeah. Did you run your ads so they're out of the way?
I did. I can run them now. Actually, this would be a really great time.
I just ran mine.
Perfect. All right, I'm doing 3 minutes of ads right now, friends. We're doing 3 minutes.
A little parachute drop with the peach.
Okay.
And then we'll jump in. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm running them right now.
I'm gonna hide upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna hide over in this corner. Okay. This is what you get. This is the preview. Enjoy. I'm not gonna do that to you. We'll go like this. Okay, bye. No, we'll do the ads now, so that way we don't have to worry about it in the middle of the games. That would be annoying. That would suck a lot. So, get them out now. Hot Pocket, please. Sponsor one day, maybe. Sarcastic. They give us the 6 months. Hello. So you guys are doing high school all day, right? Yeah. I imagine we say that we're doing a preview of the new map or like something like that, and that's all we do is just high school the entire time. I would expect to be shut down. Yeah. Corner stream. It's way superior to the, oh yeah. Here, we can do this. Or how about this? There we go. There's a pretty little view. There we go. I love high school. I think high school could have some good potential if they redid it. I don't know if they have plans on redoing high school, but they've put inside of their Trello that they're going to be redoing the small maps. So you can see which ones are there. If you do ! Trello on Twitch, you can see all that stuff. Mr. Cheebs! Loving the new Bleasdale. Didn't it look nice? Look at it. Here, I can make it look very cinematic-y, and I can do one of these guys and do like a dolly. How about this? Don't mind the footsteps. Nailed it. Look at this B-roll. This is such good B-roll. Hey, what up, Dream? How are you? Just gonna give you, oh, I appreciate that. I'm also, Tom and I are streaming together today. So if you're not following Tom, his name is in my title, Tom NK21. Please make sure that you're following him as well. He's another one of the amazing Midnight Society members, like Monsieur Cheebs, but he's also a Kinetic Games partner too. That is how we have this access today. Yeah, so the map has not been publicly released. This is just a open house preview where we are showing the map off. I've been kind of describing it as like another layer of testing because there are still a couple things that I know that they're working on in the back end, but it is in a great place right now to show it. Yeah. Tom is a lovely bean. Tom is a very lovely bean. We do love him. We do love him. Please play fast. That doesn't make any sense. Are you going to do Tom's stinky endless challenge? I was going to do it yesterday. I will do it. I will try and just see how far I can go. But yesterday I was doing the all difficulty Bleasdale challenge from amateur to APOC 3, which we completed. I still have to, oh, that's right. I have to brag to Tom. I forgot I got to brag to Tom. Well, let me turn the music down so we can brag. I'm gonna go up here and peek. Hold on. Hold on. I wonder if he can just see my eyeballs right now. Psst. 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 Hey. Psst. Hey, you. Hey.
Marco.
Hey, guess what?
Marco. What?
Oh, no, yesterday I did the I did the amateur to APOC 3.
Yeah?
Marked it off.
Did you do it?
I did it.
No,
First try. Yeah.
No shot. No shot. Did you hear what
APOC
happened to
2.
me?
So APOC 1 was extremely fast. APOC 2 took me like an hour. And then APOC 3 was
Oh.
way faster than APOC 2. I was like, the RNG is so stupid. I had to take a
Yeah.
ghost photo almost every single time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we did it though.
Did you hear what happened to me?
You said about the APOC 1, you kind of forgot that it's a 150 speed ghost.
It was a little worse than that. You see, I've been trying my hardest the last couple of weeks to prove to people that the twin curve on the board doesn't always mean twins.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we saw a twin curve, and then we heard the hunt, and we were like, look, it's a Moroi. You see, guys, don't believe these people. When you see a curve, it doesn't always mean twins.
Right.
I then locked in my Moroi, went back to the van, and loaded back to
Was
the
it
lobby,
twins?
and it was twins, and I forgot that we were on 150.
See, guys, I told you it was twins.
But do you know what? Do you know what the worst thing is? That's the second time I've done that.
Oh, no. Oh, no, you're foiling yourself.
So I am literally now
Thank you for
at
the subs,
the point
guys.
where if I'm going to ignore if I ever see curves on the board,
Yep,
I'm
nope.
going to ignore it.
Nope, it
Yep.
doesn't exist.
Yep.
It's not real. It's like, it's a
Doesn't
Goreo. It's not
happen.
there.
It's a choreo. It doesn't exist.
All right. Well, friend,
Did we get a custom?
I can absolutely, well, I have one that is a 150 speed, but I can take away the 150s so we're not zooming.
What are we doing? Do we want to go in clean with a friendly, or do you want to just get straight into a game?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. What does your community think? I'm live there now, Jade.
I was on the feeling of we go friendly, spend maybe 10
Yes.
minutes having a good old little look,
Yep.
and then we just quickly bail and then get into a few games.
Agreed upon. I like that. I think
Yeah?
that's a good idea. Yeah,
Okay.
that way we're not in the, like, God forbid we would do it and then a demon would hunt us and just ruin literally everything.
Literally, that what was said in my chat. Everyone said incoming demon game
Yep.
1, and I'm like,
No
well,
shot.
maybe friendly might be the way. Yeah.
Nope,
Okay.
not doing it. We're going to do player speed 100. You're going to have infinite sprint in case you are in
Oh,
the moods
nice.
for zooms.
I'll try not to get dizzy. I don't move that fast in real life.
Fair enough. Friendly ghost is on. Okay. So that should be good. I could put events to high just so that way we get a nice surprise every now and then.
That would actually be pretty good, because I mean, at least then if we put events and interactions set to high, then
We can
might
see
be
it
able to
doing
see what
things with the
ghosts
items.
Can interact with.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
That's a
Okay.
really good idea. Let's do
Activity
that.
and events
Yep,
are
yep,
both high. Okay. Contract. I don't think it matters. I have clear
Save
weather.
the animals. We will save our animals, friends.
We're gonna,
We will
of
do
course
it,
we
I
are.
promise.
That's gonna be one of the first things we
are.
do.
Literally the first thing. we do.
We have every cursed possession, so that way we can see the locations of them.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
That's actually
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. All the hide.
I have a
Hiding's very
There's
high.
going to be a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah, hiding spots.
Yep.
Yes.
Until we
This is
see
big
what
brain, yes.
we don't know what kind of hiding they added to this. Like Point Hope, you had on the first floor, you had the one bin that's open under the stairs. That's hiding, but you don't even think that it actually is.
No,
Fuse
agreed.
box start on.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I spoke about with the community while we were in the waiting room, question mark,
Yeah, start on.
I said,
yeah.
Did the devs think about mechanics of the game when they were designing the map? Did they think about loop spots? Did they think about
Right.
natural hiding? Did they think about actual hiding? How will that work? Will it go see you when get into a hiding spot? 'Cause one of the things I really despise about the tent hiding spot in Point Hope is it stares directly into the room. So if you ever use that spot, the ghost always knows you're going into it.
Well, so many people struggle with that hiding spot too.
Oh, not fun. You want to try it on a controller?
I never have any problems. I don't know. I go in, I lift the flap, I put it back down, and I'm good to go. Everyone's like, I can't get in. I'm like, lift the damn thing up.
Take your soul out and give it
CJ,
to the
what up,
ghost
dude?
and just go, you know what? You got me this time. Take my soul.
Alrighty. Well,
okay, let's do it.
It is time, friend.
It's time.
Let's go check out the brand new, revamped of Bleasdale. Delish. We are so excited.
All right, we're here.
Oh, immediately the noise. When I opened it yesterday, I didn't have headphones on. I didn't have glasses on. Like you said, I just wanted to make sure I could move. Well, I just wanted to make sure that I could move around the thing.
I hear crickets. Do you hear crickets?
I do. Is the floor really, really dark for you?
The whole van is really, really dark.
Hold on.
And I made sure I turned on the
skybox. It's skylight, right?
Did they paint the floor of the van without telling us?
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm a dark mode kind of guy.
Yeah, me too. But
totally
this used to be silver, right?
I don't know. I'm down.
Definitely. I mean,
All right.
I'll take it. Everything looks a bit more dark.
Oh, look at the map.
Look at this.
Oh,
is that
look.
a chessboard?
It is a massive chessboard. That's the first thing I saw. Holy hell. Oh my god. I love the sound.
It pushes right to the boundaries of the...
Ooh, look at the porch. Look at the porch on the camera.
Oh my goodness me.
That's pretty. Okay.
I finally get my porch upgraded, Flash.
Okay. All right, Tom. I'm going to be honest.
Porch.
Tom, I'm going to be real. I don't think it's a chessboard.
No, I think it's the bathroom, right?
I think it's the floors. I think it's the floors. At first, I was like, oh, that's so cool. What a great idea.
You were thinking it was a chessboard in the garden, right?
I did. I was like, oh, what a great, fun idea.
Bathtub.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah. One thing that's got me.
That makes more sense now. This bathroom floors.
There's a fence here. Look at this fence.
Well, look outside. Look at the top of the map. Do you see like the garden? Look at.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. It's time.
Okay.
Let's get our
tier 3.
Yeah,
tier 3
of
flashy
course.
light. Oh, where's the power? Where's the power? I'd like to get lights on.
Well, power already starts on.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
okay, we don't need to worry about that then.
But it's still good to know where the location is. I mean, so this one is upstairs. It looks like in
bathroom.
I guess it's in the bathroom. Yeah, it looks like it. Ooh, look at the double vanity. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, the sound is so nice. Oh, the sound is so good. The sound is so nice.
No way back round.
No, it looks like, okay, so you get led across the path, nice little front yard.
Directly to the front.
Yeah, but you do have access to go around.
Are you one of those players that, you know, when like it so obviously points you in the direction of the front door, you try and go every other way first to see if there's any other way in?
You literally just watched me go like this.
I immediately want to go left. I just want to go.
I'm just curious.
Door, but
we'll wait. We'll go in the front door. Yeah, we'll.
Okay, so another way. Did you hear something?
Wait, what?
Is that a motion sensor light?
Wait. Hold on. All right, I'll let you do it.
Hang on. So I'm on this path.
Oh my God, it is.
Is there another one? Hang on.
Probably over here. Maybe? No. Oh, there's more back there, though. Oh, nice little rocking chair spot. Oh, look.
There's moths flying
The
around
moths.
them. Look.
Oh, look
there's
it.
little moths.
That's cool. That is
They're
cool.
motion sensors.
So wait, hold on. So let's let the light turn off.
Okay. Hang on. So the ghost surely can't come out here, right?
I would assume not. No, I would assume that
I
this
would
is
assume
literally
not.
just to turn on when you get near, as if, I mean, a lot of people have this kind of stuff. Well, yeah, look.
What if there's some in the garden?
Oh, there is another light around. There's another light around the corner over that way. We just can't
Yeah.
get there.
Okay, let's.
So
keep
what is
going.
the, okay, so you can come over this way. I mean, I absolutely want to go in the front door, but oh yeah, okay. We'll definitely come back and check this out. Look. A garden,
it-
like a
hang
door
on.
to the backyard. Oh, there it
It
is.
has a lock. This is a door. This is a door.
Okay, yeah, we'll come back. You hear the sound? Very cool. Oh, of course we're nerding out, dude. Listen, I have a very big appreciation
lights are
for work
scaring
like
me.
this. But look at the flares.
I keep hearing the lights going
I know.
on. They're scary.
All right. Would you like to do the honors,
Okay.
sir?
I mean, we could have a cup of tea first.
Oh,
in the
okay,
corner.
okay. We can have a cup of tea.
Are they
Can we have a cup of-
Oh, I can pick them
Yes,
up.
we can.
And the saucer. Oh, I can't pick up the saucer.
Okay,
but I
no,
can
the
pick up
saucer is
teapot.
forever. That's for earthquakes. Okay.
Saucers are forever, but we can have a little brew. And
can-
then, okay, let's go. Okay. We have so much to look at.
There's a lot.
I will absolutely do the honors. Oh, Flash, we have mail.
Oh crap! They haven't checked the mail in forever.
Oh,
You
these
can
are
pick it
inside.
up.
Oh, I could pick that one up.
Okay.
And that one. Okay, so not all of them. There are a couple
Okay,
that we can.
but there's a few that you
These
can
ones
though,
are glued.
which is great
Yeah.
because then that's more ghost interactions.
I wish the neighbors would stop putting super glue on my welcome mat.
You damn kids!
I wish. Goddamn kids. Oh, my
Oh
god.
man!
Who is this guy?
I don't know. I like him. We should name him.
Well, he looks like a Harvey.
Like a Harvey. How do we feel
Oh.
about Harvey? Is Harvey a good one?
I don't hear you when you're on the stairs. I
Oh,
literally
oh,
didn't hear you then.
oh.
Hang on.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's like I was teleported into an Ace Ventura movie. Oh,
Sir
that
Harvey.
was amazing.
Sir Harvey the
Harvey,
Third.
Harvey.
I like it. That's so
Hang on a
funny.
minute, so let me get my bearings, Flash. This
Okay.
is old Bleasdale lobby, office.
If
and then
well,
where the grandfather
now this
was.
is us assuming that the layout is the same as it was. So I
Yes.
mean, we can treat it as such and then see what has changed.
Yes, so stair place is in the same place, right?
Yeah, stair place is in the
Master
same.
bedroom, bathroom is missing.
This is your office
not
right
there.
here. Yeah.
Office. This was grandfather
Ooh.
clock, but what is where the grandfather clock was? Do you want to peek? I'm a little
Sure.
afraid. I've played demonologist. I know
Harry?
how these things go. Harvey,
There's gloves. No, Harvey's not here. Oh, look, there's even cobwebs down there. Look at it.
is this an official hiding? This is a scary spot.
I
There's
get
no
this
way
is a
this is a
very
ghost
this is a
room,
nice
right?
big hiding spot.
Oh, I thought I found the bone, but it's gloves.
Okay, we need to talk about what bones look like.
No, they're gloves. They're
Can
definitely
you move
gloves.
these? I'm just looking to see if any of this is movable. Oh, okay. So
What did you do? What did you do?
That top one is movable. The top cigar box.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, there you go. So if
Oh.
it touches that, you're not going to see. Wait, hold on. Wait. wait. So, listen. If the ghost on Point Hope touches the cigar box, you can get UV on it. Could I go upstairs when it touches that and check for UV?
Oh, do you see it up there? Do you see it?
You can see it. Yeah, look.
Yeah, you can just.
Yeah, you can. You
Yeah.
can. Okay, we got a phone. Hey, I finally found the pen.
Sorry,
There it
my
is,
wife is
the pen there.
messaging me.
Did Did you open the door to the office?
Yes, that was
Or
that
whatever it
was
is now?
that was me.
Okay.
That was me. I'm just looking to see what else we have
Okay.
here. If there's anything else that's like openable, more mail, a book.
No.
That stuff. No. Okay.
Walking stick. No.
Oh, Tom! It's the room.
Oh, is it the? Oh, it's the room.
It's the room.
Oh, that's
It's the pet plates.
willow doors. Are these willow doors? I wonder if the ghost can see us.
Oh, I would assume not. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of
See-through,
reflection
yeah,
when you have the
see-through
lights
doors.
on. Ooh, good luck.
Lots.
I like me.
That's scary.
Oh, that was you. Oh,
Switch sound.
I thought that was the ghost. Stop, please.
Listen,
It's on.
That was me. I'm sorry. Okay. You gotta find Josie. I've got to find Milo.
All right, you find Milo. Oh, look at
Okay.
all the pets.
I'll keep an eye for Meow Furians. There's so many cats.
There's a
Oh my
lot.
God.
A lot of kitty cats.
There's so many cats.
Doggos, cats.
Catties. Oh, that's so cute. That's
I
so
found
cute. Oh,
Josie.
so cute.
I found her.
Oh, I think I found Odin. You
There
found
she
Josie?
is. Yeah, I found her.
Odin is, Nuka Dave's Odin, I think, is up top left. I think that's Odin.
That's Odin.
Husky. Where's Josie?
She's here, the middle to the right. There she is.
Oh, there's Josie.
Right
Can
there.
you pick her up?
Yes.
Oh, you can! Let's go!
Okay, wait, do you have
I think
Milo?
that's Meow Furian. I think Meow Furian is right above Josie.
Oh my God.
That's Epic's cat.
He
Top
doesn't have a
right.
piece of pizza, so I
Where's
don't
Milo?
recognize him.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm pretty confident Epic sent me
Can you
the
put it back?
photo. Hang on, there's
No,
some
okay.
here. Did I miss these? There's some here as well.
You
my
can
God,
grab the
there's so
plates.
many.
Yeah.
Oh no, where is
Oh,
he?
Tom. Look at the
Whoa,
music
whoa.
box location.
Oh!
Ooh.
Don't play with it.
So you can't put them back. So once the ghost
I found him. He's there. He's here. I found him.
Let me see.
There's Milo.
There
He's
he is. Look at that
there.
little booger. Oh my God.
Look at him.
Look.
He's top left.
Oh,
Top
there they
left.
are. On the
They're
same wall.
so cute.
That's so funny. I love it. I love it. Dude, okay, so if a Pulte are all of these
There's
plates.
Meow
Oh
Furian.
my God.
Oh my.
Tom,
Do you move
I need you to
everything?
see that. Oh, okay, I can't move that little one. The little
Oh
plates.
my God. Could you imagine a poltergeist
Look
in this room?
at all of this. Oh my God.
Holy crap.
Ace Ventura would be so happy.
Oh, we've got afternoon tea.
Oh,
There's wafers.
there's finger
What? You can pick
sandwiches.
up the wafers. You can literally pick up the wafers. Can you get the cupcakes?
Yes.
Oh my God.
The fork. Here we go. What else do we have?
Oh,
More tea. Oh my God.
I'm very
It's going to take us
overwhelmed.
5 hours to go through this because we're going to look at every
done-
last
we-
little thing.
We have done two rows.
Steal all the pet plates. Do it. Steal them all.
Okay.
Now, hold on.
I see.
It's a little bit hard to
first
see.
layout change.
Hey, it's a little bit hard to see, but if you remember from Point Hope, that was like the first time where they integrated the ability to see your actual time on the clock.
Oh, is it on that one?
Yes. For me, it said.
Oh, it is.
For me, it's 12:14.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit reflective for me, but I can see it.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is there.
Okay. I don't know if you've noticed.
Ooh, the
But
ceiling's
this is
trippy.
The office, right? So this was the office, right?
Which doesn't usually have a door going to
Have
the
a
other
door.
room.
So this would be storage.
So is this just a
behind this,
three-way
right?
switch?
Side
Okay.
storage
Yeah, so both of those switches control that light.
through the one light. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
should we have a look what's through here?
Yes, we should. Since we're done making a wreck.
Oh, it is a storage room.
Oh, cool.
I'll turn the other lights
There's
off.
two
I'll turn this
lights.
one off. Oh,
Okay.
this is one here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, neat. Oh, look at this curtain. Oh, I love this curtain.
I know.
And we found the summoning circle.
Ah,
Okay.
that was a great idea putting the locations on.
Yeah. Gives us a really good
But
idea of
Flash-
what we can work with.
Flash, there's no way out of this room. This is where the old door would have been,
Yeah.
right?
Well, if you
Side
think
storage
about
would have
the...
been here.
Yeah, you go through
Like the
there.
L-shape
It would go
would
to
have gone that
here.
way.
Outside door would be there. Unless we go around
Outside
and there's
door?
another spot. Yeah, but look at this hiding.
Yeah. So there's no door now, but there's so this is kind of a dead end. This is
Yeah.
if this spot is blocked. You don't want to be in this room.
No, it's a last ditch effort, I guess.
Oh, we got some.
The boxes are hiding. Yeah.
New cans,
Ooh, new cat.
bug spray, hammers.
Oh yeah. I mean,
all
look,
these
we got.
obnoxious-
Oh, oh yeah, the
obnoxious
thingies.
spray
Yeah.
things.
Got some of that.
Yeah,
What do we got over here? We got some wind clear. We got.
Damn, I can't pick up the broom. Sadly, I can't do my
Oh,
chores.
bleach.
Bleach.
And then we have another door here. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, can we interact with any of this stuff? Hold on. I don't think so. It definitely doesn't appear to be. It sounds like someone crying.
Any potatoes?
No, I don't see any taters as of right now.
Little
I do see a
cry
little
when they
sponge.
open.
Wait. Ooh, okay. So there we go.
Nice. You gonna do the washing?
Yeah, yeah, I can
Nice.
wash the dishes. Do you
Oh,
have
there's some
anything?
little-
We to wash some pet
listen,
plates?
Yeah, I've got some soap things to put in. I think they're for the washing machine, but they
Yeah.
should work. Can we
Here,
open the
I'll go grab a pot so we can wash it.
Oh man.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Here you go.
Dude, I'm very confused. There is another door behind you. So that would be the bathroom, right? On the old map.
Yes.
My
Yes.
brain hurts.
My
would be
brain
where the
hurts.
bathroom
I'm
would
trying
be.
to think of it
Storage.
like
We're
not like
inside
Bleasdale at
storage
all.
now, which means that would be the bathroom.
Yeah, let's see.
That would be the bathroom. Is it not a bathroom?
I
Well,
hope you
shit.
don't treat it like a bathroom.
Let's turn those
You
off.
treat this like a bathroom and we're gonna have troubles. Okay, there's switches
now
here.
I'm lost.
Okay.
Now I'm so lost.
Oh, look at that door. That door's pretty.
Oh, so that's the side door.
Yeah. Cabinet CW.
They've moved the side door back. What a mess.
Oh my goodness, dude. I get mud rooms, but damn. What's all interactive here?
This
Okay.
would have been the far corner. This is
Oh,
where the logs
sweet.
would have been.
Shove up. Oh, damn it.
This is where the logs would have been, and the door would have actually been here where the basket is, guys. That's where.
Yeah.
That's where the door would have been.
Yeah, because you normally come in through
Okay,
that back
so-
area. You have the back hall.
Downstairs,
Dude, I don't know.
downstairs,
It's kind of
downstairs.
throwing me for a loop with the direction of where
Yeah,
everything
there's
is.
your chessboard. There's your chessboard.
Oh, chess. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. Play chess. Let's go.
Nice.
You're not flushing the
Oh
toilet.
my
You're not
God,
doing it
look at
right.
the sink. Look at the sink.
What's up with this frame? Is it meant to be a mirror?
Don't take this personally, but I found a gift. It's perfume. What are these noises? Do the last door.
Are you saying I
the last-
you saying I stink, Tom?
No, there's two. There's one for me and one for you.
Oh,
We can
okay.
smell beautiful
Oh,
together.
his and hers. Let's go.
We can be perfume buddies.
Perfume
Yeah.
buddies. Hey, it
Do
goes
you
in
hear
the bin.
noise? Do the doors.
Do the doors?
Do the doors. Okay, it made a noise for me. Is it making a noise for you? Because I
It
don't
sure
hear
is. Hey, go back and forth really fast.
I can't on controller. It's one of my
Oh no!
limitations.
Oh no! Can you hear this? Can you hear this?
No, it just looks like you're telekinetically opening and closing the door. I feel like I'm in X-Men boot camp right now.
If you believe.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a mirror. I think
Okay.
that's supposed to be a mirror.
Okay.
I think.
Can you mess with
you
this?
can't get onto
Oh,
this
okay.
thing.
More interactive stuff. So you could use these things.
Ooh.
Yeah. What is that?
What
Fly
are
paper?
these? Are
What the hell is it?
Like multivitamins and stuff? What are these?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe. Yeah, that's definitely a pill on the side.
Allergy relief. Allergy relief.
It's literally
Hay
ibuprofen.
fever. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Ibuprofen?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go then.
Yeah, there we
Okay,
go.
okay. We got drugs. We found
Okay.
the drugs. Not the ones that help, but the ones, yeah. Don't put your fingers in the plug socket. Flash.
Well, I was just checking to see what kind of a plug it was.
Goodness sake.
Listen, I was just looking. Dang,
I
dude.
mean, it is a US plug, right? That's
Right.
a US
That's yeah.
plug.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
at.
Yeah,
So
it
we have
is,
an
it
idea
is.
of where the location would be.
Fair. Very
Yeah.
fair. I know what you're like. You know,
Listen, I'm
see a
just
plug
I'm a
socket.
curious little rhino. Okay. Here, I'm here to serve.
I can't pick up the candlesticks, which is a little sad.
Oh, that would be cool. Put a candle. Actually, stick a candle in there would be
Yeah.
so sick.
Right,
Bishop to
so this should
D7.
be- This would be dining room and kitchen.
Hold on. I gotta know. Can I doubt that that's interactive
Do it.
like that. I'm just curious to know if this platter. Oh wait. Hey,
Oh,
can
wanna
you
see
throw?
if you could pick
Can
it
you
up?
throw that
Yeah,
onto
let
my
me try.
platter?
Yeah. Ready?
Yes.
Yes!
Okay. Yep.
It's-
This is some Harry Potter stuff happening. It's just floating over there for me.
It's kind of like it's. Oh
Okay.
no, it's
Here,
off.
here.
It
You take
was-
the platter. I want to try.
Okay, I'll take the platter. You do the throw. I'll stay still.
Okay. He is here to serve.
Oh, it didn't look like that for me.
Okay.
So what we've discovered is so far that we think Charles Xavier used to live at this house. I think that's what we've come up with now.
And now we
This is
understand the mess at the door.
We do. Okay. Right.
Sweet. I
this
guess
should be
we move
dining room
on.
Kitchen. This should be dining room kitchen. Oh.
Oh yeah, look
my
at that.
Goodness.
That's pretty. Where's the other
What
light
is that
switch?
noise?
Was both here? Oh,
Hear
wait,
a
no, there's
ticky.
just one. You hear what?
I hear a ticky.
Oh, it's a clock.
Oh. Oh, look at the kitchen.
Oh, wait, I wanna
so
wait.
They've put a
Where's the-
wall in here rather than an island.
Where do I
So
hear
we
it?
can still loop.
Oh, maybe it's upstairs.
Yeah, so
No?
do you think that the clock's upstairs that we're listening to?
Maybe.
You can hear that tick-tock,
Yes.
right?
1,000,000% can hear that.
Yeah. That must be bleeding.
Yeah.
So this is where the old island was, guys. So we can... The loop spot is still here.
Yeah.
Because there is a wall here now. Makes the looping a little bit more tricky, I
Oh,
guess, having the
had
wall.
a spill.
Flash!
What?
Oh my goodness, what did you do?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to
got
try.
here.
Damn.
Oh, look at the bread.
Oh. Look.
What's the bread?
Hey.
Look, I found
hey,
bread.
Can you look at this book real fast? That says "Oh Bake
What does it
Off."
say?
Hold on.
What does it say?
Give it a
What's
read.
say?
Give it a read. Oh Bake Off.
It says the
Oh
Oh
Bake.
Bake Off for a cookbook.
I love it.
That is amazing.
That is fantastic. Oh Bake. Oh,
It
chalk.
says Oh Bake Off.
Oh, that's a
Egg,
nice little
brown
sound.
sugar, ground ginger. What's this book? What is this book? Can you get a... I might go and get my headlamp. Let me go grab my headlamp.
Okay.
You keep exploring.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab my headlamp. 'cause I keep
I'll
turning
wait.
it on.
It actually says "Oh Bake." Dude, I love it.
Okay, the motion sensor light scared the shit out of me. I'm okay.
But yeah, look at the time. So this clock here. Wait, that's not helpful to you at all, is it? It's so bright. I mean, it's so whatever. That is my current local time. I love it. That's one of my favorite things. I love it. Ooh. Oh, what happened to them?
Clock.
You found the clock?
I found the clock. Yeah, it's just round that side of the wall.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just
That's why
round
we
the
hear
wall.
it so well. Oh.
It's just here. So where the skeleton was in the old living room.
It is a
It's
great father.
right there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Was there any? What interactives do we have in here? Oh my God! I brought you a gift.
So pretty. What'd you find?
Pumpkin.
What'd you find? I don't see anything.
Tom, can I show you my meat?
Meat? It's very raw.
Sorry. Sorry, it's been through a lot.
Can we pick up the onions as well? We can. Hang on, was there something on the bottom of the onion?
Oh,
no,
look.
It kind of glitches.
Look at the pot.
Oh, there's stew.
There's a stew, and you can actually get the spoon.
Oh my God! Can we interact
Can you
with
turn
the
the oven
cooker?
on?
No. Can you open the oven? No.
Wait. Oh, that's the door. Okay.
The stew is I can see it kind of bubbling a little.
Yeah. Can I throw stuff in there?
Yeah.
Oh, sad. I mean, that makes sense though, because if something were to get thrown in there, it would be gone. You'd never see it again.
Yeah,
That does
I
make
can't get my
sense.
onion in there. I'm trying. It just kind it lands and kind of throws it
Yeah,
off.
it just kind of rolls off.
Yeah. I like that.
25
though.
minutes
Look,
in, they're still on the
this
first
is-
floor. You bet your ass,
I don't
dude.
know
We're
about you, I'm
checking
very
everything.
Overwhelmed. There is a lot of stuff.
There's a lot. Someone
Oh my
literally just said
goodness.
25 minutes in, you guys are still on the first floor. We're like, we're exploring everything, man.
I just looked at the clock and was like, man, if it takes us an hour to do this, we'll just do this for an hour and then
Yep.
we'll separate.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Look
A-okay
at all
with this.
of these things.
My goodness.
All of these
Could you imagine a
throwable
poultry barn
objects.
in all of these rooms?
Oh! Oh, I wish I would have left it. Tom, look at the
Why?
candles.
What'd you do?
There's a candle.
Oh, you can pick the candle up?
Yes.
Oh.
You can
I
grab
wonder
the
if we
wine.
can light them and they can be your passive. They're active candles.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should
That's
have
a
grabbed the
great.
lighter. Okay,
That's
we can
okay.
look at that in a bit. We can look at that.
Yeah, we can do it later. Got some flowers
Pictures are
here.
gorgeous.
It's really nice. There's so many clocks.
I mean, I don't know about you and what people have been saying in your chat. This feels. I know the. I'm feeling the layout. I'm feeling it. It feels similar to Bleeds. It feels like a completely new map.
It feels like it's hard for me to put the two together and say, oh yeah, this is just like this, because it doesn't, the flow just doesn't feel like that.
I'm trying. Like, I know this is the
these cables
island.
too.
This is where the old island was, but
yeah,
everything else screams brand new to me. I mean, this is more than a rework. This is ridiculous.
They very purposefully redid a lot. Like, oh my,
Got a grand piano. Hit it, Flash.
oh, listen.
Hit it.
Okay. Oh.
I never knew you were that good at the. I didn't know you were such a good pianist.
What'd you call me?
I did say pianist, just to be clear. Just to be clear. It's the music box.
Oh my God! Look at the music.
It's the music box.
Does this go with it?
It's a drift.
That is super freaking cool.
I'm just tapping the keyboard, guys.
Yeah.
In rhythm.
Imagine the ghost goes into a full-blown thing.
Imagine you're in the middle of it, and the ghost goes, and you're like,
then you just hear all of a sudden the entertainer just starts. Look, Tom, come here.
Oh, Ouija.
No, okay.
Ouija.
There's Ouija. Oh, by the way, bone. Next to the wood pile. That's deceiving.
I'm gonna touch the bone. I can't help it.
Look at the. Come from over here.
Yeah.
Look, crouch and look at the coffee table.
Oh, there's cigar smoke.
Yes, there is.
Can you pick up the cigar?
No.
Oh, look at that detail, guys. Do you see this?
I saw it from over there. I was like, wait a minute. We need an electric guitar.
That is very cool.
All right, so we have these. Oh, we got a little poker. Oh, man. Oh, that means we can light this. Oh, that's lovely.
The newspaper.
Oh, there's another cigar over here. Oh, there's one I can pick up. Yeah, see? Meh. There you go. Very cool.
Can I light it on the other cigar?
The Ascendants. Put that book away. There we go.
I threw it at the other cigar, but it did not light.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this one's smoking as well.
Oh,
my goodness.
Here, I'll put it out. I'll put it out.
Hey, did you take bowl the lid?
It did not snuff it. I tried. It did not work. The sounds are cool though.
Premium loot spot.
Oh my God, I still have a cupcake in my inventory.
Oh man, this is so
the couches
brilliant.
are really cool. Yeah, I like the Ouija board spot. That's neat.
So we have an option at this point, Mr. Flash.
Yeah.
We can go upstairs, or we can do the back double doors that are right behind you. There is big double doors.
I feel like we're here. I think we're here. We just do it. Yeah.
You want to grab a door and I'll do a door?
Oh, yeah. Let's do the thing. Oh,
now,
look at
motion
that.
light?
Maybe. I would
Motion light?
assume. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Okay, so if the ghosty
goodness.
is... Wait. So if the ghosty's out here, you have a camera in the corner here. So I didn't even click the camera again. There's a second camera?
Yeah. There's another camera there.
Oh my, okay. All right, so we have more snacks, more goodies. Very cool. So there's a light here. Does this go?
There was a white wooden structure. I was talking to my chat saying when I saw the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, you good?
What is that?
I saw
it's
a white
that
structure. It's arches.
Yes. Oh, this is that light.
Arches.
So this right here, this switch.
Oh.
Is that?
Oh, it puts on the garden lights.
Yes.
That's so pretty.
It's so good. I'm sorry, guys, if we're so invested in trying to look at all the things. I'm so sorry if I'm not seeing everything.
Chair,
Thank you, guys.
Classic Bleasdale.
Grandpa's got to sit somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got it from somewhere.
Okay, we can see. You can see a little bit on the inside there. Those motion sensor
Yeah.
lights are gonna freak me out.
You can't go onto the flower beds? No. Okay, flower beds are a no-go. Oh.
But
Okay, well that one isn't. This light isn't better.
this technically, this is hiding.
Oh, it's a hiding spot.
Oh, but careful, SpongeBob. Well, no, yeah. I mean, that bush stops you, but yeah, you can absolutely run here. Look at this. This is blocked.
Yeah. That's a hiding spot.
Do you think the ghost?
This is a ghost room.
Oh,
this is a hiding
someone
spot
just brought up a really great question. I assume the answer is no. Can the ghost set off the motion sensor light?
That's what I was going to say. That's what I said when we were at the front. I wonder if the ghost can pass under the motion sensor.
Outside on the front, I would say no, but out here?
No, but here, yeah.
Look at the moths.
If you hear that going on and off, and the ghost is just wandering around.
It's just walking around.
Yeah, it's just walking around.
CJ with the evil. Oh boy.
People in chat are saying this is a ghost room. People in chat are saying that they've
I
seen
would
and this is a ghost room.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Very freaking cool. More gloves and gardening tools and stuff.
Flash, just stand still. Stand still. Oh, we can give each other a haircut.
Okay, here.
Oh, thank you. I didn't like my nose anyway.
Oh, but listen, hey, this is important though. Something that is always like forgotten about. Oh, oh my God, you look creepy.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Did I really?
Yes. Go sit where I was. Go over there in that corner. So something that a lot of people don't think about is the sound of items and how important it is to know what was moved. Like, listen to this.
Yes.
That's new. Like, I've never heard that before.
That didn't do anything for me.
Okay.
I'm not hearing those noises.
I wonder if we both would hear it then.
Like, I hear that. Do you hear me throwing this?
No. Hey, throw the pot. Throw the watering can. Boom.
Boom.
I love it.
Boom.
It's like there's a little bit of water in there.
Okay. Right.
There's a hose.
I'm gonna be strict. We need to move on to the next room.
Yes.
Let's go. We still
yes.
got
Time-wise,
rooms.
I know we still have.
Oh. Was that us or the ghost?
I think that was us. All right, we can go this way though. We might as well. Ooh.
We can. Oh. Body shed. No, a shed. Not a body. Bye, Flash.
Bye. Have fun on the second floor.
Here's Tommy.
Oh my God. Jesus. This is a different kind of game now.
It was right here in the wood chopping block. It was right there.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay.
I know it's gonna trip us out every time until we get used to it.
Yeah. And then we're out of the map. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So upstairs we go.
We can go this way to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Let's go this way.
Oh my God. This map has so much into it. Man, there's so much. All right, I'm gonna turn off these lights to allow us more opportunity to turn on lights upstairs. Imagine the trolling with DC. Oh my God. So there's the next question. Do dead players set off those motion sensor lights?
Okay, go again.
Dude, I'm wondering if dead players set off the motion sensor lights.
Oh, dead players could become a nightmare. Don't kill me, Flash. That's not. We don't need to test that straight away.
No. I swear.
He knows where the music box is, guys.
Hey. Oh, I heard Ghosty.
Hey. Oh.
I don't know where it is,
Ghost
but I
has been
heard it.
Throwing all kinds of stuff.
Oh, busy little bee.
Okay, I'm confused, Flash. When I was downstairs,
Oh, there's our breath.
I thought that was the master bedroom. Oh, no. That's right. We turn up.
Yeah, you go up here. You go here.
Right.
Normally, you would have a potty here.
Utility. Yeah.
Yeah. But look at this. I mean, you have a nice.
Utility would have been here. You don't get to see. You only get to see a little bit here normally. So this whole room has been removed.
But you could watch Ghosty from here though.
Yeah,
as it's downstairs.
This is so much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
Okay. Is there more light? Those switches are here. Hold on.
Why do we have two?
Because probably this one.
Oh, the chandelier.
Yeah.
That's the chandelier.
Oh man, look how lit that is. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
Cat,
that dark door
how are you, friend? Welcome in.
Doesn't look very inviting though.
What doesn't look inviting?
The dark door at the end of the corridor. Imagine a ghost running out of there at you.
Oh my God. An event where it's like supersonic speed.
Oh, what is this?
This would be the trophy room, yeah?
Oh my. Oh my God! Can we pick up the axe, please? Let me pick up the axe. Oh no!
I can pick up the sword. Oh, the mirror's here.
You got the. Oh yeah, the mirror's there on the floor. Oh, and that's just the case for the sword. You look very.
Thank you. Thank you.
Flash is ready.
I'm ready to fight. Here.
Look at these fossils. And
you can pick them up.
Maybe a mammoth tusk or a whale. I don't know. That's crazy.
Close enough.
Arrowheads. Is there a bow? Please tell me there's a bow.
Okay, listen. We're getting out of hand here.
I know, come on.
Of course, the mirror would be in the trophy room. I like it. I'm down.
Oh my goodness. There's so much. I can't even compute.
There's so many items that you can interact with.
Yeah.
Is this interactable? Oh, I can pick it up though.
Okay, lean. Clean. Oh, clean.
Wait.
Spray and white.
Okay, lean.
Yeah, clean.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we finally found Ghosty.
I'm just saying. I think we found him.
He said, "Stay away from my whale tusk."
He was offended when you touched his sword. That's what it was.
My bad. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Okay, lights went out in the main hallway.
Okay.
What have we got left? We've got.
Well, we went left. We went left when we could have gone right over here.
Yeah, this is the Frank chair. Look, and I think it's hiding. It's hiding.
Ooh, that does look like that would block. Yeah. Okay.
Classic Bleasdale hiding spot.
We'll have to give it a whirl.
Like
now, I wonder though, if this isn't available hiding, if it can block and like maybe push back further.
Back against the wall.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Do you want to go back to where we were and carry on round?
Yeah, we can.
Go back over this way.
Keep ourselves organized.
Oh yeah, 'cause there's a room here.
Oh my goodness, sir! Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, interesting. Tom, if you come over here, Tom, the door doesn't look dark anymore. That might just be some random. If you look straight down the hallway.
Sorry, you said, Tom, come over here. I came over here, and in my chat, it just went. Sorry,
rude.
I'm 12. It's a fart joke.
So if you look straight down, it's no longer dark. Hey, what up, hero? Interesting. I wonder what that was.
I got a raid and I didn't hear anything you said.
Gosh darn it.
Go again, friend.
Anyway, I said
third time lucky.
The door at the end of the hallway. It's not dark anymore.
That's because the ghost evented and closed it.
Well, yeah, probably. What do we got? Oh, that's rude.
Oh, that was ghosty. It was ghosty. Holy moly.
Oh my.
I did not expect. Oh, and then the bathroom's there.
Do you think that this mannequin can move?
I mean, you just unlocked a new fear, friend. Let me take a few minutes to process that, because
I'm just curious.
How do I put this politely?
I
fucking hope not.
I mean, listen, maybe.
That is
if that teleports, that would be great.
Yeah, look at this looping spot.
They really nice little separator here.
Making this look like authentic.
Ooh, okay. I'm trying to like dive one room at a time here, but
yeah. But it sucks me in.
Frank! Look at
Frank's on, oh, look at him!
Wait a minute.
Oh, he's just.
Oh no, he still moonwalks. Okay.
Yeah, he's gyrating a little. He's excited. I don't blame him.
Okay, the pillows move.
Flash, double hiding.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Double hiding. Actually. Do we have any double spots like this?
I don't think so. Not with two doors. Oh!
Oh, maybe just the one that's in Point Hope in the kid's bedroom.
I mean, we have two of them, though. Look at this.
Yeah. But we have two. You get a full squad in here.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's a party.
Squad.
Ooh,
hold on. That's a party, yeah.
Oh, my.
Goodness me.
Did you hear that?
Oh, I hear that. I hear the light switches, yes.
Oh, my. You'll go blind. Don't stare at it.
So Dave on APOC 3 isn't in here testing if the ghost is still hunting. It's just going to be...
I can't tell if the ghost is hunting. Oh man, like what's gonna make it like the map is so cool? What's gonna make it feel different is when we start to get hunted. That's gonna feel different. Pixel Pixie, thank you for the subs. Oh my goodness gracious. Still a vampire, that's okay, I guess. Every room has a built-in Onryo test. So many candles. I know. Okay, we do have another. We have two. One door, two door. Is there any doors over there? No? Okay. Going in. I found the chessboard. Ooh. That's nice.
Okay,
Look at the double
sorry.
vanity.
I was welcoming in a raid.
Oh, you're fine.
This is very similar to the one downstairs, right? It's the same sinks and the same kind of unit, but we have a double. Yeah, we have double. Nice. Can we flush? Perfect.
Why is my floor reflection like my aura red?
Oh, I see that too. I didn't notice that.
Interesting. I saw the glow and I was like, what is that from? What could that possibly be from?
Yeah, why are we emanating redness?
Is it our true aura?
Yeah, maybe I see it for me, but I don't see it for you.
I don't see it for you.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, something else we've picked up on. The mirrors being black is a little strange. I will admit that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Performance.
Yeah, I don't know if it was performance or if it's just maybe it's something they're working on. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mirrors look a little strange being black, but I mean I can live with it.
Yeah, it's fine for now.
Let's face
I'm
it,
not worried
Horror
about it.
2.0, we might be getting sucked into them, right? So
That
who
would be
knows?
so cool.
Who knows? That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Just brushing your teeth and a demon just comes out and gives you a little hug.
Interesting enough, what seems like the sinks where they have two the left one is the one that turns it on.
Okay, cool. The right one's irrelevant. And then,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can live with that.
Okay.
I can live with that.
All right, I feel better.
I can live with it. I mean, if it was our house, you know, I'd be a little bit more concerned, but I can live with it.
Can you hide the bait? No, you're not big. We definitely can't hide in there.
I know it's too much, but I wish every one of these could move. Could you
The
imagine
books?
a multi bomb and every book just flies off?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh my god.
I like looking at all of them. I don't think you can move any of them.
Yeah, that one there at the front, you can. Yeah.
Bing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's another door. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, is this a walk-in closet?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hiding? Hang on. I can't open that one. Is that just a me thing, or is that a...
No. I can't open it either. I don't think it is.
Okay.
Oh, look at this.
Look at
the
this.
trunk. Ooh. Can move some stuff.
Looky.
Oh, hey, F them shoes. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. F them shoes. That's right.
What is
There's so
that?
many.
I don't even know what that is.
Mirror.
That is, yeah, a little powder mirror box.
Yep. So those don't open.
Oh,
those
my
don't
goodness.
open from what I can tell.
Loads of shoes.
Closet doors
All the
open? No.
Boxes, these boxes, no.
No, we haven't found the tarot cards
I
yet.
think there's
No.
enough on this.
We'll keep our
for
eyes
those to
peeled, though.
interact with, right? I know there's a few things it's not gonna. Sorry, I had a heavy breakfast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I was done looking in that room anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. F them ghosts.
Yeah, it's fine. We haven't found the tarot cards or the monkey paw that I know of.
No, not seen either. Hang on, was the light switch was it the closest here?
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
So eyes peeled.
Let me turn the light off in here just so we don't have
Okay.
to go find the breaker. Actually, did we see the breaker? Didn't we say bathroom here?
Yeah.
Didn't we say first floor bathroom? Did you see it?
What the fuck?
I didn't see the breaker.
Tom,
Oh.
do my flowers
Thank you.
sound metal?
Nobody ever buys me flowers. They're in my head for some reason. Why are they in my head, Flash?
I don't know. They're very high. Here, let me see it. Give it back. Look how high it. I want you to see how high it is in my
They're
hand.
on my head.
A gift. For you.
We really are at Charles Xavier's
Aw.
house. Look at this. Our telekinetic powers no
Music box. We
bounds.
found it. We found it earlier.
That sound metallic?
Yes, it does.
Why is it metallic?
I'm not exactly sure.
Bong,
Bong.
bong, bong.
Fake flowers. They're
know
not
where the power
plastic.
is.
I made them out of metal.
Yeah, I don't know where the power is. The
Sponsored
power
by
was around
Displate.
here somewhere. Do we know when this is going to be released? So I don't know if you've mentioned Flash, but yes, we know when it's going to be announced, which is tomorrow.
We know it's going to be announced tomorrow, but there has been no public date as of release
Correct.
yet. So that's tomorrow.
So guys, that goes for both chats.
Yeah.
We know tomorrow is the day we're all gonna find out. We'll find out tomorrow when it's gonna be pushed. Hopefully it's not too long.
Right. We are assuming it won't be because we're walking around in it right now. But
Yeah, exactly.
TBD.
And it looks pretty damn good.
we've run into very
little
minimal
issue.
things. Very minimal.
Yeah. Except a ghost.
Well, you know, that thing was
It's a
just
little
rude.
scary.
What the hell is this?
Oh my god.
What the? Ooh, look at all this cool stuff.
Look at the tea. The tea has smoke.
Okay, dude.
No.
Listen.
No, don't you dare break the lights in this room.
We are looking.
Oh,
F off, nerd.
I don't even know where it is.
It's over there,
Go.
by the window. Look by the window.
I
Hold on.
go.
Keep looking by the window. Look.
Oh, I can just make him out. He's going crazy, but I can make him out.
Dude needs to go find some other hobby
This guy was
very
very
quick.
upset
We gotta
with his
gotta
work.
observe this room before the ghost breaks the lights.
I know, right?
Oh, I can hear it.
You can finally write that novel you've always wanted to, Flash.
The day, February 2nd, 4 p.m. Tom and Flash were making the way across downtown when all of a sudden they found a ghosty. Ghosty. I don't know. I got nothing.
The title of the
I
new
would
novel.
type it. Ghosty. I like. Oh, I like
I
this
found a
detail.
copy.
Look at this detail. The little crumpled up balls of paper.
It's incredible.
That's
I'm
cool.
honestly so overwhelmed. I don't even know what to do with myself.
I know each.
Like, I
well,
mean,
what I like is
look at
that
this-
again, everything feels together, but every room has its own thing.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
obvious this is the study. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Like, who is this?
Oh, I don't
Who
know.
is
But we got
this?
it. Well, we got a namer. Who is the other guy? What do we name
have
him?
Harvey.
We have Sir Harvey.
Harvey.
Maybe she is
Lady.
Lady Samantha?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Samantha?
Lady Samantha.
Okay.
It could be Patient 07 before Asylum. Okay, you guys might be going a bit too deep into this. Does she look like Patient 07 before Asylum? Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. There's a little hop.
Madame Madeline? Oh, that's a good name.
Oh, that's really good. I like
Oh,
Madam
maybe we
rather
go with
than
that
Lady.
one. I like Madeline.
Yeah, we go with that one.
Okay.
We definitely go with that. Madam Madeline works great.
Wait.
Oh, chessboard. Chessboard.
Oh!
Found it.
We got the chessboard.
Speaking of
It's over there.
chessboard,
Did you
look
find
what
it?
I
Did you
found.
find it?
Ew.
Oh, it's a party.
I found the hidden booze. Let's go. Oh, what does this say?
Six-finger Scottish whiskey.
Dark Tribute Single Malt Scotch Whiskey.
That's new, but this
Yes.
one's in Point Hope. You've seen this one, right?
Yeah, I've seen this one. Here's this one if you haven't seen that yet.
Give me 1 sec. I just had a raid.
Okay. Original 6-finger. So many Obake references. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, so we have a hiding spot. Tom? Are we missing a gun somewhere? Paul, the corner shelf? Oh, where? Paul, corner shelf, where? Oh, Paul! My god, this thing is so... What does that say? I can't read it. It's so hard. It's like we're playing Clue. The ghost took the gun? My goodness gracious. Tom? There's no light in there either. Tom? Oh my freaking Lanta. So none of these open. Some of the stuff moves, but not all of it. Some of it looks like it's kind of embedded, which is totally fine. But these move. Look at this. That's cool. I'll just type while I wait.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. What was in the secret little room? What was in here?
Well, there's something missing.
Sorry, I didn't mean. Oh! There is. Did you take the gun?
Listen, I promise
sign up
you.
to be in your murder mystery.
I walked in.
Oh, Monkey Paw.
Monkey Paw's here, yeah.
Paw. But somebody stole the revolver.
Yeah, I feel like there's a story here that we don't know about yet.
I feel like there is lore.
I think there's lore that we just don't know.
Throughout this map. It's crazy.
Okay. I think it has to do with her, with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, the clock is fixed.
This one. Could you imagine this in the dark? Just put the light off a second. Getting lost in here for a minute and just be like, right, where's the door?
There's so many doors. Which one opens?
There's so many doors and walls and everything looks the same.
All right, on to the next one.
There's usually only 2 rooms over here, right?
Oh, there's a story. Oh, I love trying to figure out lore.
You can do that room. See you later. Bye.
Oh my. Let's wait. We save this. We save
We'll wait
it.
with that one.
We save it. We go to the other potty. We go to the potty first.
Oh, this is a big bathroom.
Potty. Oh my goodness. Does this tub actually turn on?
Back bedroom.
Oh,
back
sad.
Bedroom would have been. Oh, another loop spot.
Yeah.
Such a good idea.
Oh.
A bathtub like this in because it doesn't look silly.
Right.
Away from the wall. This works.
It does work. It looks
hiding.
nice. You have the nice. Wait, hold on. Is there an object to throw? There is. Let me see this real fast.
They've really thought about.
Yeah, look at the hitbox on this.
Spot.
So you could absolutely stand on this side, and Ghosty can't know you're here. You could just stand here.
You can see the ghost.
Yes.
You can see the ghost through the top. Through the shower curtain.
I love it.
Look at this.
That's great.
That shower sheet is questionable. I mean, if you're using it from a personal point of view, I would say, yeah, it's not very private. But from a ghost hunting perspective,
it's great.
This is perfect.
Your face just coming through the curtain.
It's like you just open up the door and go, I'm sorry,
rude.
darling, I'm just going to use the toilets. Oh, that's the power.
If you look out this window, we can see the truck from here.
Oh, we can.
Look at our campers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, wait. I heard power. Where did I heard it?
Power went off.
So it must be over here then.
Must be. Oh, it's there.
Not in the bathroom. Here.
Neon, that is not an appropriate time to drop 69 biddies just because Flash and I are near the shower. That's not acceptable.
Hey, listen.
Guys, I think this might be the attic. Look at this.
Ooh.
Don't die, Flash. Look.
Okay. Oh, listen.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. The footsteps.
Oh my. Now, what if you're running away?
Oh, that doesn't look ominous at all.
Now you won't struggle to get the bone. Oh, thanks. Hey!
I don't hear you when I'm down there. I don't hear you. It's so funny. Okay, go for it. Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
There's so much stuff.
There is so much stuff.
Holy moly, dude. Oh, damn it.
What did you do?
Was that me?
What did you do?
I went to watch some TV.
Oh, you broke the power with the TV.
Hold on.
It's
all right.
Is this the... Oh, that's a good point. Is this the old furniture from Bleasdale? That's a really good point, guys.
Oh, look at the TV.
Is this the old... Oh, you are in your element now.
Oh, listen. We have an old little tube TV here. I'm good, man. I'll get my clamshell Disney's out when we ready to rock.
Yeah. Is this the fridge from the old Bleasdale kitchen?
If this is old stuff and they stuck it in the attic, that's pretty cool. I mean, look at the photos. Look at
this little bridge here.
Look at the photos.
Oh my.
Those are the old photos.
They can't be. Maybe they are.
I think they are.
Look at this hiding spot.
Oh, that's nice. Ooh, oh my goodness.
Awesome. Look at that.
You tuck away back here? Ooh.
You can tuck right back.
There's a match like the tier 1 lighter in the study hall. Oh, okay. We'll have to go take a look.
I don't think I can fit in this one, Flash. I'm too dummy thick.
You got it. I believe in you.
I've been doing too much sneaking around, Flash. I can't get in this hiding
Here. Oh,
spot.
I can't shut it either. Damn it.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
But
look,
look,
there's the old
the
mannequin.
mannequin.
The old mannequin.
Oh,
No way.
Tom, there's beads. Allow me.
No, that's not a...
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, my God. Look. Look at.
Oh, keep walking through them.
Oh, it's so
Keep
good.
walking through them.
Look at. Look at it. Look at it.
Is this like a...
It's reactive.
Oh, my God.
I wonder if the ghost can
How does
see
it-
you through that.
I don't know. The beads react... I've played a lot of indie games where the beads react horribly.
But that, I mean, you push
really
through it and
well.
it falls. Like, the physics are perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
What? Dream catchers.
Look at the wall.
I don't know what to look at first. We got hiding.
Dude, I have the same feeling as you right now where it's just a lot at once. It's like, pick a wall.
It says Edgefield. Look, Edgefield. You got Edgefield.
Diogen. Oh my God.
Diogen.
What does that say?
Oracle.
Demon of the Lodge.
Demon of the Lodge. Maple Lodge.
Oh my God. Phobia.
Phobia Festival.
August
Tickets on sale
17th.
now.
Tickets on sale. Oh, more TV.
The Poltergeisters. Edgefield Sanity Drain. Gin
in the Twins. Are we gonna get
Banshee.
events named after the ghosts?
Oh my God.
That's really cool. Wonder who sleeps here. Oh my.
Oh, press the laptop. Press the laptop. Press the laptop.
Oh. Oh, can we log in?
What does it say? Is there a login? No.
Of course, I got the creepy carnival music the second I turned this on.
It was gonna happen.
Eh, it's inevitable. It's okay.
Is that a habitat? Is this a habitat?
It looks like it. Yeah,
Oh,
look.
it's broken. It's broken. It's smashed.
Oh yeah,
Something got out.
look.
The glass is smashed.
Mr. Hopper 2.0.
There's a frog somewhere. Mr. Horror 2.0. Horror
hey,
2.0.
hey,
Horror
do me a
2.0.
do me a
That's
favor.
what it's a thing.
Crouch and look at that photo.
I don't want to. It looks like a spider, and I've gone all cold, and it says.
Is
Lilith.
there a possibility of a spider walking around? I mean, I wouldn't want to just assume that there would be, but
Oh, hang on. Is the frog in here? Hang on. Is Mr. Frog in here? Because this one isn't broken.
Mr. Hopper 2.0.
And then that one's not broken. What does that one say at the top, Flash? What does that one say?
Lee?
Leo? Leo?
Looks like Lee.
Lee?
A little lizard, but
And
I
then
don't see
Lilith.
it though.
So Lilith, I assume, is no longer
Lilith.
in her habitat.
Like, I swear to God.
What we're saying is there is a spider on the loose.
Listen,
There's a
dude.
spider. Everyone says there's a spider walking around the attic, Flash. Yeah, good luck.
Oh,
I
the
love
cards.
doing this
Oh,
with
that's
you.
cool. Look.
Flash, I love doing this with you, but I don't deal with spiders. Bye.
Tom, wait. Tom, there's good things. Look.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, they've been playing. Oh, and they are the actual tarot
Yes.
cards next to some tarot cards.
Tom, I'm literally wearing a
That's-
Haunted Mansion t-shirt right now, and we have a freaking crystal ball.
Is this a...
Is it
I think
cracked?
this might be a hint of what's to come.
Oh, well.
Oh, it's in your hand. You, Flash, don't break the crystal ball. That's bad luck.
Oh, bowling.
To me, to you.
Let's go. Let's go. If I see that spider, dude, I'm crushing it. I'm sorry. Sorry for all my pet
You
lovers.
drop that straight on Lilith's head. I swear to God.
All right, we'll put that back up there for now.
Guys, is Lilith a thing? Is there a chance a spider can jump at us? We need to know this.
Oh my God, look. Oh, the detail is wonderful. Oh, there's cards on the floor too.
Yes? Hey, Flash, I'm a little bit worried. Everyone in my chat says, yes, there is a spider running around the attic.
Around the attic?
Apparently so. Apparently Lilith is here.
What?
Check the light switch. You check the light switch.
What does this say? Purification brew?
There's not a secret. Purification brew. Can you put those items into one of these dishes?
I don't know. Maybe there's like, oh, I can pick some of these up.
Can
Like
you
some of these things?
left
I don't
click
know.
or right click into? No, they don't land on there.
Oh, and I can move that. I assume no.
Well, Flash, if this map has a puzzle like Point Hope, I know the perfect guy to solve it.
I love a good puzzle.
I'm looking at him.
I love a good puzzle. Where's the light
Flash was
for this?
one of the
Where's the light for
first to
this?
unlock
Like these
Point
little
Hope.
string lights.
Here. There's two. I only put one on, so I assume it's that one there.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, that is nice looking. Oh, I love the color of this room.
I really want to live in this house. I'm just saying.
Dude, it's such a big house.
Look at this round window. It's so pretty.
Very cool. Nice and purple. So
Lilith.
cool.
Lilith, are you here?
Dude, this is like a
we
hocus
love
pocus
spiders.
field day.
You know when we tell Kilo 7
Oh,
that
God.
there's a spider in the attic, he's never gonna play Phasmo
Just
again.
tell him to stay away from the attic. You know what, Kel? Just stay
Don't-
downstairs.
Don't
You'll be
go
fine.
in the attic, Kill. Oh my god.
UV light, maybe.
This is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
You know, that would be something to check out. Would be coming back up here with like a UV light.
Should we do it now? We've got
We
a
can.
couple minutes, right?
We have a couple
And then
minutes.
We both will have.
Yeah, unless you want to do
Please
that,
get
we
a
can always
couple
do that
games in.
separately too. I mean, really, this was just to
Yes.
just to get a look at the map. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a UV. You keep looking for Lilith. I'll grab the UV.
Roger that. Oh my God, the beads. Not like I've been here for an hour. Oh, poor Kill. Our team's putting in work, dude. The entire team was putting in work. You have to think of every aspect that goes into the map when it comes to the art design, the sound, being able to actually play. So the development, everything. Had one freaking out there. Is this the new Bleasdale? This is. This is. We have ads, so I'm waiting. I can't snooze them. What was that? Very cool. So there's apparently a possibility of a spider being on the loose. Tarot card roulette. We could. Absolutely could. Don't waste it looking for loads of stuff. Just play a few games. Yeah, I think that's the idea. I agree. Yeah. I think that's smart. And then I can, when it comes out, I can. Ghost? When it comes out, I can look for all that stuff. Yeah. You know what we should do, Tom?
Roger, what was that?
Honestly, I say we play a game.
Do you want to?
I say we play one, unless you want to do some solo games.
I'm chilled to play with you, homie. If you want to keep playing, we keep playing.
Why don't we do like one game of multiplayer and just see how it feels?
Let's do it. I'm bringing you this very quick UV just to see if you can see anything. Then we'll do it.
Sir, yes, sir. Okay. Maybe the spider took the gun. Thank you guys for the subs. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follows too. Welcome in, guys. Hello. You know, it's a very good point that for today, if anything, just being able to check out the map and stuff, and we can do really big deep dives later for sure.
Yeah, we can, absolutely. It's
All right.
so pretty.
I see nothing immediately with UV.
Dude, I do see that Lilith's light stays on even when the light is off,
Yeah.
which is a little scary.
That's coming to my left ear.
Flash
Okay.
and I don't see anything obvious.
No, me
Should we jump into
either.
a match?
Yeah, we
Should
definitely
we
could.
jump into a pro game.
Yeah, absolutely. I say we do it. All right, before we leave, hold on. Before we leave. Oh, the lights are off. Here we go.
Hang on, I might be getting some insider info from Aegis.
Okay.
She says the spider was in the stairwell.
What?
She said the spider was in the stairwell.
Did we like miss it?
Did we walk past the spider? Flashwise? Oh, you're playing with Taro. Will you behave?
No, I did not pull any interaction things.
I can't. Oh, okay.
Did we miss it?
We got very excited looking for things.
We did. Maybe it was there like at first and we missed it.
She's in a cobweb. What, the ones below here?
See cobwebs, but I don't see any spiders.
Don't see spiders.
No,
I mean, I
I
don't know
don't.
why I'm really looking for the spider, to be honest, Flash.
Well, you know, life. All right.
The one on the landing of the stairs to the attic. The one on the landing of the stairs to the attic. Yeah,
The
here.
landing of the
These
stairs
cobwebs.
to the attic.
Maybe
This
she
is the
can be
landing.
Born in different cobwebs. Maybe a bit like Slendy. We get the
Sometimes
chance
you
of
see
the
it, sometimes you
spider
don't,
being-
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Cobwebs. Okay. Yeah. I think that theory's right. Slenderman. Lilith
Okay.
Slenderman.
Okay.
We have a chance of seeing Lilith in cobwebs. Okay, cool. We'll keep that in mind.
All right. Let's get us a game
She
in.
runs around. This is getting worse, guys. I don't know if you're making me feel better or worse. I don't know at this point.
Quick yeet of the items. There's some random people's faces here too. Oh, they look, yeah, there's lore. Forgot about that. All right, so Tom and I, what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a pro game. We're gonna run one together. I need it ASAP. There's so much. Oh, Tom, look.
The attic.
Look at the attic.
I think. I know. I came out here and I stood here and I was like, I can see Flash in the purple room. That room might be one of my favorites. That
Okay.
was so pretty when you put the lights on.
Yes. Okay, because of all the stuff, I'm going to Obake.
I mean, just for that cookbook in the kitchen, I'm
Yep,
going to bar.
100%. Also, the six-finger thing, the
100%.
six-finger alcohol thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to.
Imagine this on the Blood Moon. Imagine us actually getting that when we try to play on Pro. Oh, it was a fan of you.
I mean, that makes sense with
Tom's
the
fan.
with the chair moving upstairs. We should have pulled that one, shouldn't we?
I know that it was stalking us. I know. All right.
Okay, pro.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
Well, we're both over a level 100.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one of us stacks. I
No,
don't
it
think at this
doesn't
point.
matter.
I'm not going to be
Oh, Benny.
prestige until way after public release. I don't.
Alrighty,
think.
let us do our first game, official game on the new Bleasdale. Are we ready, Tomothy?
We're ready. I'm ready.
Let's rock. The ghost went on tour. It did.
All right, we're here.
Ooh,
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly
Gorgeous.
before starting the investigation.
gorgeous.
New intel.
Oh man,
Reports of light switching.
there's 3
Possibly
cameras,
harmless,
Tom.
But be careful out there.
3.
You have the porch, you have that back
Oh, the
door,
side
the other
room,
door, and then this one,
And then the backyard.
the back
Okay.
patio. Yeah.
Back patio. Beautiful.
Alrighty.
Cruci, photo of the ghost. Flash, I swear to God. Can
What?
you stop bringing this objective
Look,
with
I
you
didn't
every
ask
round?
for this.
Oh my
This was not my
goodness.
choosing, sir.
Photo of the ghost.
All right, it looks like the
man.
power is at the back patio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can go and grab that first. I'll go for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Lovely. Let's go.
Let's ride. It's so good, dude.
Motion sensor lights. I shit my pants when I came out. I didn't know what it.
Well, yeah, and it makes sense it's not going to happen with the power being off.
The clock is so loud.
I'm sure it's for the creep factor.
Hey, power is on. I'll check outside.
Don't mind me.
I heard you from outside. I had to come running back in.
Sorry, I had to.
I had to come
So
running
where was
back
your
in.
power box? Okay, power box is here.
Yeah, just there. Yeah, right
Okay.
there. Yeah,
All right.
right there.
Right here.
Okay. Gonna have a little look. Let's look.
No Ouija. No. Oh, that's the light. I'm gonna keep thinking that's the ghost. nothing right now. We'll go say hi to Josie. Little Miss Josie. There she is, little doggo. She's my little miniature golden doodle, being so regal. So regal. We'll save her. I'm gonna go start upstairs, Tom.
Roger, dodge it.
Your honest opinion of the rework, it is so good. The map is beautiful. Like Point Hope. Wait a minute. Does that start open? Oh, maybe it does. Like Point Hope.
I wonder if the motion sensor lights could blow the power if there's too many lights on.
That's a really great question. I love how custom everything is and just how it feels. Oh boy, if you move in front of me, I might poop. I've heard nothing, Tomothy.
No, nothing on the outside. The outside looks clear.
Okay, we'll just go room to room.
But honestly, I don't know if I'm more scared of the ghost or the spider at this point, Flash.
I don't know. I just want to see it all. Boner! Oh, that was him.
Are you okay, friend?
I found a boner.
Oh, nice!
I'm gonna go ahead and just pick it up. I hear him down there. I just hear Tom. Whoa! Ghosty, are you in here taking a poo op? No? Should I just go for the attic? Oh, Jesus.
I have a jar on the floor in the downstairs kitchen. And it's not the wine bottle that you dropped either.
You have a what on the floor?
Don't worry, the ghost just blew me. Downstairs kitchen, please.
Do you want me to leave you alone for a little bit?
Nah, but you might need to delete the photo of the lantern. Apparently taking photos of those doesn't work.
Roger that. Wait, Tom? Hey, question.
Hey.
The light inside of the tea room with the pet plates, did you turn that on?
No. So is the ghost in there? Because look, this is what I've got, Flash. Oh, breath. Oh, breath.
A jar, not a
Look,
jaw.
I got this jar on the floor, and it blew my candle out while I was looking at the jar. So I saw your breath when you walked into that.
Okay, let me check the temps real. Let me check the temps.
Oh yeah, there's stuff on the floor.
Yeah, it's 19 in there. It's 19 in there. It is 3 degrees here. It's in the hallway. Of course we got a hallway.
That was a door touch. I think that was a door touch.
It is 1.5 or 3.0 here. But yeah, look over here. Look over here. It turned on this corner lamp over here.
Ah,
so
okay,
it's not a
cool. Yeah,
mirror.
we better go in this way, aren't we? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to save Milo. You grab
Oh, it's
Josie.
okay. I'm
I've
grabbing
got Milo.
Josie. Let's ride.
Yeah, I got Milo. Let's go. Stay guards, stay guards. Let's put that down. Let's drop the camera.
Oh, look at her. Oh, look at that cutie. Dan Taylor, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome in. Let's see. Wait. I'm trying to figure out a good spot because it's like sideways.
Oh, yeah. Throw it this way towards the lamp, and then. Oh yeah, maybe that way. Yeah, there we
There we
go.
go.
We got Josie and Milo.
Oh, look at him. Oh.
It's so cute. It's so cute. I love that. So amazing.
All right, we are at.
We've already got a time flash.
I know, we're at 71.
Let's go.
We need a ride.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab
I got
UV,
camera,
spirit
dots, and
box,
book.
and salt. All right, we should be fine. We'll be fine.
I've started picking up a little bit of lag. I don't know if you've noticed anything.
I have not.
Got a little tiny bit of lag.
It's been okay for me. Wait, while using the video camera?
No, it was actually when I went to take the photo of the lantern after the ghost blew it
okay.
out. Since then, I've had a little bit of lag, so it was actually the photograph I took. It's since the photo.
Oh, gotcha.
Since the photo.
All right, Ghosty. Well, if this is still the spot, do we still see our breath in here? Yeah, it's 1.8.
Great camera position here. Yeah, perfect. I'll
some salt
force
down.
wrap these dotties.
Oh, walks. No footies. I'm gonna open this.
No footies, okay.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna open that outside door.
Yeah, we got a bit of a Scarpe there. If we
Writing?
Whoa, quick writing.
It's on the
Camera's near
move,
front
dude.
door.
Okay. I'm gonna try spirit box. Where are you?
Perfect, let me get out and I'll go and save Meow Fiorian.
Don't need to.
Oh!
Are you here?
Okay.
Where are you? Oh, this could be a Dio.
Epic.
Oh, Timothy, it could be a Dio.
Oh, it could be a Dio. We could loot.
Oh, imagine, dude. Hold on. We need dots. Listen. Listen. We know you're a ghost and you want to hurt us, but for us, please. Please. Hey, Pumpkin, how are you? Spirit box and writing. Oh, please. We beggeth thee. Do the ting. Okay, that's not the ting I was talking about. Oh, I left the
Did you say you
EMF.
have an EMF already?
There's one by the door.
I'll grab it on my way in.
Roger that. Not if I get there first. Alright. Let's go over this way. I know! I was just thinking the same thing.
I'm like, do I go through the living room or do I go through the tea room?
Okay. Ghosty, what are you doing?
I like this ghost room. This is a nice ghost room.
So there's a lot of
okay.
spots to go. Oh, there was a yeet.
What? You saw a throw?
The candle. Over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
throwage on the candle.
Yeah.
I got you.
We need a ghost photo.
Ghost name, Flash? Should we see if we can get it?
Sure. Doris Johnson.
Doris.
Doris. You never wiped your
Give us a
feet.
sign. I know, this is a right
Very
mess.
filthy. Like, what is wrong with these?
It is very filthy.
Oh, dots! We have dots!
Oh, you saw.
It's
you
a
saw
Dio! Yes!
It's a Dio!
Yes!
Do you want to grab me you grab the dots photo? I'm terrible at getting the dots ghost photo. You try
Okay.
and tag it, I'll get more salt.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
We need to find our favorite loot spot.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. He says he's terrible at it, but watch me whiff.
Stairs bathroom near the shower. That might be a great loot.
Do this.
Oh, we can do the trophy room. Oh my god, there's so many things.
We're gonna blow up. We're gonna explode. Okay. Ghosty? I have an escape route, right? Escape route? Okay.
Loop it round the piano. Do you think it would play the music when it
Oh,
interacts?
that would be pretty cool. Ghosty? Here, let me try a different approach. Let's try this. Try that. Come on, Ghosty. Do the tings. Hey, song. Oh, it is so good. Tom's playing the piano. It's a kid ghost too.
You see, that's why we should have played on our own chat.
Nanor? It's not showing up.
Oh, you think it might have moved?
No. I think it's definitely. I heard it interacting. It's just not giving dots. That's all.
You're just not getting the dotties? I'll go
Yeah.
grab another dot. Let's get another one.
Oh! It just walked into the bathroom.
He wants to play chess with you.
Game on. What's the problem? Oh no, Dio is wonderful, especially right now. We want a Dio because that means we can loop it and just have it interact with a bunch of stuff. Hello. Ghosty. What if I take this and put these over here instead? You're walking around over here a lot. There. We have more doors, more ways to get out of here. It's gonna end up being a salt photo. I know it. You know it. Ghosty. What's your name?
Hey.
Doris.
Oh, hi, Flash.
Hey, how are you?
Well, that one's covering pretty good. I'll put this one over here then.
Okay. What the? Oh, picture frame.
We happy with that? I think that looks
Yeah.
good.
Oh my God, look at that lamp. Holy moly.
Here you go. Protection.
What the hell was that?
Is Nuka Dave here testing the light switch? What
was that sound? Was that in the kitchen?
Was it this? No.
The toaster?
Was it the toaster?
Maybe? That
You
sounded
inside
like
the
it pushed
toaster?
the thing down.
It sounded like a toaster being pushed up and down
Yes.
over and over again. That's exactly what it sounded like.
That sounded like the
can't interact
toaster.
with it.
Keep a dots on ceiling. Oh, great
I
question.
think that was the toaster.
Yeah, this ghost is being a butt cheese. Hold on. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Pro plays.
Oh, and it's silent. Oh, you could let it sweep. Listen to that. I think the sound's going upstairs. Oh, quiet as could be.
Now you're gonna get the photo. Now the pressure's on. What do you think? What do you think for loop spot then? Do you want to try piano or do you want to go?
We could try
shower,
piano. We have the
bathroom,
we have the dining here that has a lot of stuff on it.
We do. We could do a couple of hunts here, guys. We could do a couple.
Yeah. I would love for it to show itself in dot form again.
Yeah.
It has given
check
up
this
on
ghost
that.
Photo. It's been a little stinky.
It
Hang
is
on.
being stinky. What is
Yeah, check temps.
2.2?
Okay, that's still pretty cold.
Yeah.
Maybe it's shy. Let's
Let's-
do that. Maybe it's shy.
Okay. We could loop it in the room with the plates.
There's so many Oh my god, we could loop tea
It just
room.
killed the power.
I can grab that.
Oh, you little bastard!
Flash, that's a scary loop. That table's time.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Okay.
Dude, this lamp is radioactive and I
I
love
was
it.
on. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't comment, but I did see it.
I mean, it's really hard, really, especially now, not to say something about it.
Try and save this one's.
Come on,
Okay, that's confusing.
you little twerp.
Just trying to save some lights.
Yeah,
I think we're
that's
good.
fine. I kind of like them being off here.
Yeah.
Belongs to Fallout.
Flash, make sure you turn right and turn left and not right. You don't want to go into a dead end.
Roger that.
No dead end.
Game on.
Got it?
Got it.
What cursed item do we have?
Fantastic question. I have not had a chance to look. We don't have music
Quick look.
box. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a smudge. So, wait, is this an extra?
Yeah, there's an extra one near the door, yeah.
Okay, roger that. Easy ghost photo. Yeah, when the ghost
Not
actually
playing with
shows up in the
Keeper right now,
dots.
you know.
What'd you just call me?
Hang on, where was the Ouija board? That was by
That
the piano,
was
right?
by the piano, correct. There we go. That way we don't get stuck.
Let me
All right.
look. 'Cause I didn't think to spy.
It's we don't have music box.
No Ouija.
No Ouija. Okay, I'm gonna
No
go
Ouija
check
box,
the
no
pop.
Ouija.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Did that pop again?
We haven't got that many
Time,
lights on, you know.
hello, dude. I'm loving the new map. Oh, yeah, I can hear the dots up here. Was there anything here?
Roger that.
If you go back into that room, can you pause them for me, please?
Why did he kill the targeted.
Cards. Let me go look.
Completed.
Donka. Cozy. Hi, friend. Thank you for the raid. We have cards.
It may have been a cruciburn that did the light.
Ooh.
Flash.
Oh, did it eat the cruci?
That's 2 cruciburns down.
Sir, yes, sir. I'm on the way back down. I'm leaving the tarot cards there for now.
Perfect.
Cozy, how was your stream? I don't want to miss some Dio hangs with Tommy Tom.
Cat made a very good point. If one of us dies to the Dio, the dead person needs to check the motion sensor lights.
Oh, very true. All right.
I don't know if I would. Maybe we just do a general wide loop rather than just the table. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
All right. I want to stay over here.
Yeah.
I want to see if it messes with all these plates or not.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a
It
game.
is.
Who's your favorite pet?
Oh, no.
Which one will you leave on the wall?
It's an absolute bloodbath. Come on, back over this way. Back over this way.
Come on, Stinky.
Oh, look at the cushions go.
I know. You would be a crawler too.
I know, but she's still reaching. She's still reaching.
Look at you. Oh God! I got stuck on the door. You guys have. Oh my God. Pillow fight.
I'm gonna take it this way. I'm gonna take it past the food.
Okay. Throw a cupcake. There we go.
Look at the cupcakes. The cupcakes are getting thrown.
Dude, it was chucking every pillow in existence.
Look at this room now.
Look.
Oh my goodness.
You little
This
cretin.
one's just half. We gotta save this.
Okay,
guys.
we have to go by the
Let's do
piano and
that.
see if it'll play the piano.
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that next. Yes.
Okay, where's our light
Oh,
switches?
let me kill power.
Okay. Got the lights on. Now, that's so scary.
It is a
You
scary
fit
loop
that
if she's
loop.
Crawling.
Oh, you little
Oh, no.
butthole.
Hang on. I think it was Crucy. I think it was Crucy.
Okay.
We're good.
Play it, Tom. Where'd you learn how to play?
No idea.
Okay, I'm gonna try to play to the metronome. Hold on.
Go on then. Yeah, maybe that's the timing for the song perfect.
It might. Okay, dude.
I got you. That's last Crucy.
Yeah, maybe. That might be. I like it a little bit faster, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit faster.
Dude, that'd be a sick beat.
Incoming remix.
I like it. Little, make it like a little EDM, a drift song. Feels a little bit slow. Yeah, I think so too. Is that the music box song? Yes. Look at the music on the piano. Look, Adrift. It's the song that Lavender wrote, and they have it where the piano plays it now. Yeah. 400 BPM. You see some guy sit down with like a suit and like a tail and everything like that, I mean, with like a tux, and all of a sudden you just hear him go. Oh, Ghosty?
That did it. Oh,
Oh,
she's
I can't see
crawling
it.
again, Flash. I can't see it.
Play
This
the
is a bad
piano.
idea.
Play it. Wait, can
we're
Ghosty
on
not
the
go
wrong
through
side,
there?
Flash. I don't think she can. She's looping back.
Okay, so that's something hopefully they will
we've-
definitely get rid of.
We found a cheat spot.
Okay.
Yeah, she can't come this way
No.
because she can't pass.
Play the piano. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, this is still fucking terrifying. Hang on, we might as well just do it for her.
Oh, look out!
Oh my god.
It got really, really close to biting your little toesies.
Oh, I forgot I was on NA servers. She was probably much closer than I thought. Do you want to quickly maybe do one more loop spot upstairs?
Yeah,
We've
we
got
can do
the
that.
Trophy room.
Yeah.
We've got.
We have the attic.
Oh, the shower room, the attic. Was there a good? Yeah, there's a loop spot
Yeah.
around the attic.
Yeah, there is.
Okay,
We'll do one more.
See if the ghost can find the spider.
Okay. Yeah, it's a Dio. Our first ever investigation.
A lot of love for the trophy room. A lot of peeps are excited about trophy room.
Yeah, dude, every room. It looks so good.
Yeah, dog's so good.
Oh, there's the there's the garden outside. Oh, there's so many spots.
Oh, Lilith, we brought a
I kind of want to bring the ghost over to the special room, like this cool one over here.
Was there a loop spot though?
I mean, we can just do wide turns.
Are we gonna wide turn it? Who do you think I am?
It's fine.
My whole brand is dummy thick.
It's fine. Look, we're bringing it to its home. Its name is on the wall.
It is on the wall. Okay, we'll do it. We're gonna wide loop this thing. What we're saying is, devs, we love that you made the effort of putting in all these loop spots, but we don't need them. Okay. Oh, Flash might not need them. I probably do.
Oh wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Come on, Ghosty.
Oh, you don't need the loop spots. That was a compliment.
Oh, get out of here.
That
Oh.
was a compliment. I'm still looking for Lilith.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything. Not this time around. I'll try again in a little bit.
Made me forget about things.
If she starts hunting, that thing's gonna stay on. Can you play the music box and the piano at the same time? Probably. Yeah, why not? Yeah, the beads. Look at the beads.
I'm actually wide looping like this on controller is actually pretty good. It's actually a little easier than it is on keyboard because I don't have to drag my mouse. So
Right.
I just don't wide loop a lot. I prefer honestly hiding.
Yeah,
I'm not
fair
afraid to
enough.
say it.
Oh, I didn't realize. I
Yeah.
don't know if I ever tried this. This is locked.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this was open before. I absolutely did open it earlier when we had all hiding or
Is it
hiding
hunting?
on high. So.
Oh, look at that!
Light switch.
Look, it's coming.
It's coming. Lilith's light. Either the Dio is or Lilith.
I want to see it come through the beads.
We're either gonna see Onion Head or we're gonna see Lilith.
Please, please move the beads. Dude, I'm sorry. Is it gonna make it here?
Hey, yeah, here we go. Oh, he moved the beads! He moved the beads!
Move the beads. Gotta go wide. Gotta go fast. Gotta go
wide,
fast.
Gotta go wide. Gotta go wide. Poor little ghosty. Go find Lilith. Go find Lilith.
Oh man.
She moved the beads though.
Oh, did you just see that?
Oh, she moved the beads when she was going back to the ghost
Yeah,
room.
when the hunt ended, these beads went like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
She ended
that
the
was
hunt and went back to
pretty
her room.
cool.
That was really cool. And that
Oh
shows you
my
what the ghost
God.
was after a hunt.
Yes.
The ghost just heads back to
All
his
it
room.
took was beads.
We saw her go back through the beads after the hunt, guys.
Tiny little ghost model, yeah.
It's true.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Wowzers.
Very
You
cool.
gotta remember, we got 25 seconds to get out of here, Flash.
Oh yeah.
We might be going back that way.
Gotta go fast.
It's locked.
Let me out, please.
Is it locked?
Please.
Oh, you fucker, it is locked.
All right, come on.
Oh,
Come on,
God.
you. Come on, Stinky.
Oh,
We're going
God.
outside. We're going outside.
We're going outside? Oh, okay, let's
We might as
take
well.
it.
We might as well
Okay.
take it here.
We might as well take her outside. Where to?
The garden.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right, you can go to the garden. Bye, Flash.
Bye. Have a great time. I'm taking my Dio for a walk. Now I can actually walk it outside. Look. Come over here. This is where we pee-pee. Over here. Good. Who's a good Dio? Who's a good Dio? That's right. You are. We can finally walk them outside.
You got it. You got it. You got this.
You're doing. Oh God!
Don't
I
get
got
stuck in the
stuck.
corner.
I thought that was it. I thought that was curtains.
I got a great shot of you running away down that hallway. Oh my God.
Oh,
motion sensor.
man. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Oh wait, do you have the? We can get a couple of Chrissy burn photos.
Oh, where's the camera?
Fail on that idea. Let's go. I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Hang on, do we have to get out of this door? Did we just back ourselves into a corner? No,
Oh
we're
God,
good,
don't
we're
say
good.
that. I think you're right.
Hang on, does that close?
Well, you know
Is
what?
that locked?
I have to try.
There's one. Here you go, friend. Here you go, friend. Good
Okay.
luck.
Oh God! Tom, it wants me. No, I want to live. Oh God! It's so feisty.
I can't breathe.
What do you want from me? Oh yeah? You want some? Huh? You want to go? Me and you. Me and you.
I can't breathe.
Let's go. Oh shit! Tom, help! Oh God! No! No! I'm just a boy! Can I go in? Jesus Christ. Alright, here, I'm bringing you in more pets. God, it's so active. Yeah, we found the sword, yeah. Up in the trophy room? Yeah. Oh, I can't pick that up. Oh, it looks so delicious. Did you see that cake? Die, test the lights? Okay. Hey, I'm gonna do a test of the lights, Tom. Love you! That's a good call.
Flash, are you dead?
That's a really good point. I'm willing to risk my death to give it a shot. Okay.
If you could come out the front door and I'll see if the motion sensor
I need
comes on, that would be amazing.
I need an object. That's not obvious. I'll bring a pet. Oh, that's him.
I see you there because I see the play. You don't set off the light. That was
No.
me.
I had to try. That was easy win, but I had to try. Oh, I can see the moths.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I'm gonna take my ghost friend back to the van. Flash, let's get back to the van.
I brought another doggy. I don't know whose doggy that is, but I brought them. There's Josie. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at that little cutie patootie. You know, for science, we had to try. We had to give it a shot. Why not? A little sacrifice for the ghosty? Yeah, why not?
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs.
I had to for science, Tom.
Yeah, my chat was like, Tom, don't worry, he's dead for science.
Yep, it was for science. I had to see. It was not setting off the motion lights, so that's fine.
Oh, was the ghost not setting it off either? So they are player based. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm curious. Someone made a good point. I wonder if you can possibly interact with the beads.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
I would say, I think it would be like normal death scenario where you would just phase through the doors. I think you would probably
It's a
just
medium?
phase.
Wait. Is that considered a medium map?
Oh, did we get a medium payout? I didn't know.
I think we did. The reward being $150 for medium instead of $100 for small.
Oh.
Ooh, that's lovely. Yes, please.
That is lovely, because I'm going to play a lot of this.
My pet on a plate? Yes, she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
that's
Tom.
good.
Thank you.
What do you want to do? Yeah, should we bail for an extra couple of solos now?
Yeah, bail for like a
Yeah,
solo or two.
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. That was amazing.
That was
Thank you. I know we went
fan-freaking-tastic.
overtime, but I
Dude,
think every
whatever.
second was worth it.
It was way more
Yeah, that
worth it
was
because
so good.
I would have floored it through the map and missed so much, but we got like literally
Yeah.
everything in.
We did. That was amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you, Flash. You're
Thank you,
awesome.
sir. Tom,
Go
I
enjoy some
appreciate you.
solos. I will do the same.
Alrighty, Mr. Tom.
Appreciate you.
Bye,
See you
Fred.
soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, man. Loving the new map. We're not done yet. I still have a good solid 20 minutes that I can play this map, and we're going to do it. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, so we're going to dive right back in. Oh, Tom is so great. I love everybody from Midnight. Tom is amazing. Make sure you're following him. He's so good. I appreciate you guys that I was very heavily invested with trying to pay attention to the map and with Tom and everything like that because I didn't want to try to ignore anybody. Watching both of the streams, I appreciate you. All right. What do you say we do a nightmare? Nightmare New Bleasdale? Let's give it a whirl. We can do this. We can do this. Oh, it's so fun. I swear to God. All right. So, oh, look at the rain. It looks so cool in the camera. I mean, with this being a possible ghost room, you can check that for orbs now, which is awesome. Freaking great. But yeah, there's our map. There's our map. Now we have a little bit more of an understanding as to what the rooms are and everything. So that's nice. Super cool. 0 evidence, 0 sanity. I could. All right. We have Eva, pet it. Capture a ghost photo, 25% and repel. All right. Let's go find our ghost. I don't know where the power is. I don't know where all the power spots are. So that's probably a little risque, but whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh my. Oh, we're all going to get got a lot. It's okay. I know of the one back here. I know of this one. So many things to get interaction photos. Damn. Where's the other one that I know? There's one upstairs by the attic. Hello? Hi, Josie. Here, we'll take Josie outside. Take Josie outside. There's my doggo. Little Miss Josie. Save the puppers. She has been saved. Let's go through here. I would almost guarantee a power spot back here. Yeah. Yeah. As expected. Ooh, we got hiding here. Nice. Okay. So in case I need to run back here to the power, we'll be all right. We need to... Oh, God. We need to save Josie emo. That can happen. There's so many rooms. It makes sense why this is a medium map now. Makes perfect sense. Is it really your dog? Yeah, she's my dog. My little miniature golden doodle. Yep. Looking regal as ever. Where you at, Ghosty? These clocks are gonna mess with me. Here, we'll go play a song real fast. A little adrift, anybody? I pressed a little bit too fast. It's probably one of my favorite things so far. Love it. And then the ghost spawns. Oh, do I have Ouija? No, no Ouija. I've heard nothing so far. I assume this is hiding. All right, Ghosty. What's it? What do we call him? Samuel? Was it Samuel? I don't remember what we called him. Make a remix. Remix. Look how... Oh, don't you dare! You little cretin! Get out of here! F off, you little nerd! Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, Sir Harvey. Oh, yeah, that's his name. I don't know Samuel. Who the hell is Samuel? It's up here somewhere. But where? You know what? We're gonna fight the ghost. Come here, you little bastard. We're gonna fight. $11 degrees. Let's check over. Oh, it's here. Oh, imagine it could I want to see if it interacts with that mannequin. Oh, I certainly hope so. Okay. Ghosty's there. Let's go get more stuff. Lovely. Lovely. There's a glass of wine in the kitchen. Well, yeah, but that's not stuff that the ghosty did. Josie? Do you know what time there... No. I don't know. Little Miss Josie. There you are. There she is. Cutie patootie. And we know the ghosty room, so let's start taking stuff inside. Oh, the crucifix, the lighting. I don't know if it's meant to look like that. Oh, it looks cool to me. This, and video camera. Oh, the lighting is wonderful. I love it, dude. I love it. Check for Frank. Yeah, I could check for the tarot cards too. Where'd Tom go? We split. So we wanted to at least play 1 or 2 games solo. Yeah. Any herbs or spices? We know it's here because of my temps. And I assume this is one big room, but let's verify that by checking our temps. Yeah. Ghosty be here, but oh god. How the hell am I going to cover this room? I could try like this. Is that me? Oh, that was me. Okay, well, we have hiding in here. That's lovely. We broke up, yeah. Our his and hers closet is now just a me closet. Put this one in the middle of the carpet here. We need to go get more stuff. Ceiling? No, I'm gonna put it on the wall so that it's like shoots straight out. I think that's fine. I would get lightning. I would get this. Alrighty. I'm gonna get book, you, and another dot. There we go. Find every X, yeah. Caught him getting blown by the ghost. Do you think that they're going to change the stamina? I think the only thing that they're going to change at some point is your inability to sprint while crouched. Ooh, nice. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh, I don't have a headlamp. Damn. Where are you? Are you near?
Taken away.
Well, where did it go? There's our first piece of evidence. Sprate. Oh, removing the sprint crouch will destroy people. Destroy people. Let's take our mail. Taking the mail. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, so this is for anybody that was just unaware, this is the revamped Bleasdale that'll be coming out soon. Oh, sorry, Josie, didn't mean to do that. Oh, got our mail. Look, we're looking all nice in here now. Check for UV, salt. I don't know what my sanity is. Make sure we don't get hunted. Grab the headlamp. I need a photo of the ghost. So let's try. So far, how's your thoughts of the map rework? I'm loving it so far. I can't wait to play it more. Can't wait. Oh, it's just going to be so fun. Excuse me. What did you... Was that through the wall? What did you mess with? Interesting. EMF 5 though. Okay. Well, that solves the problem of needing to get other evidence. Spirit Wraith are twins. Okie dokie. Put one there. Put one there. Put one out here. Let me turn this other light back on. Yeah, look how bright that is. Oh, my Lanta. F them shoes. We will. Where you at, Ghosty? You want some shoes? Look at how many shoes there are. Look at how many shoes there are. Oh my god. It's the F them shoes room. There's so many. Calling Wraith. It's a very good possibility. Especially if it comes out here. If it events on me out here, that would be gold, because then we can get a really good idea if it's a wraith or not. Yeah, what up, vid? Photo 25 and repel. What is my cursed possession, I wonder? I didn't check all the downstairs stuff, did I? Wait, did I see the cursed possession? I am a nightmare. Yeah. Whoa, what the hell was that? What the? What am I seeing? It's like a single frame. What is that? Saw that too? I don't know. It was like a lighting shift or something. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what that was. Seen the outside. Oh, maybe. All right, are you a wraith, homie? Ghost spider jump scare. There's some people that would probably never play the game ever again. Most likely you saw through the wall, maybe. Okay. Monkey paw could be. Yeah, in the office. I didn't go look in that office yet. Very fair point. Let's get 2 of these just to be safe. I need a photo of this butthead, but it's not cooperating. Oh, the render area? Yeah, it definitely could be. It isn't subtle either. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I guess I just haven't seen it yet. Let's put this here. If that goes off, we know it's a wraith. I could go get more salt. Eva. Eva, pet it. Eva. We need a photo of you. Pretty reasonable size for medium. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. The distance to the front door, it doesn't feel that bad because of all the different points of egress, the places that you can get out from seem pretty reasonable. No mirror here. Where's the office? Is that over here? No monkey paw. It might be Taro. Taro's all the way in the attic. Ghost, will you please? Like, do you want this? Okay, it turned that light on. Had a ghost outside yet? No, we don't have enough time. All right, I'm gonna go back downstairs. Where did the voodoo spawn? Where was Frank? Was he downstairs? How's Bleasdale so good? Oh, it's literally in that room. Oh, yeah. Can we have an outside ghost? Yeah, technically you can. No, Frank? No, I'm gonna go check for the tarot cards. Let's go give it a look. That door opens very aggressively. It's gonna be the cards, probably, which is fine. Beads. No? Okay, I checked Ouija board, mirror, Frank. Did I look for... Oh, maybe I didn't look for the music box. If I didn't, I might just break it. No, we checked for the paw. Oh, the circle. But wasn't my power back there? Wouldn't we have seen it? Yeah, it's the music box. All right, next question. Where the hell can I hide? Oh, you little bastard. What is that, crucifix? Please tell me that was crucifix. You little shit. Be Harry Potter. Hide under the stairs. You little bastard. Hiding in the powder room. Okay. I have a second smudge down here in case things go awry. Oh, behind the tub. Ooh, that's a good idea. I feel like I should have the second smudge at the ready for that, though. Just in case, you know, bad things happen. Try to watch my time, too. Can't go too far over, I'm sure. Yeah, let's put that there. Let's go get the other smudge and come back up. We'll make it hunt. No power for you. Bath mystery? No, that's not bath mystery. Get you. Go back upstairs. Turn that off so that way hopefully the lights don't kick on its own. Because if Ghosty turns on too many lights, it can break the power. Or turn off the power. Alright, we have a smudge. We have a lighter. We have a camera. We have a music box. We are at the ready. It's gonna kill me. There we go. I'd say that's pretty safe to say, yeah. Spicy? Very spicy. I think we have a wraith. My sanity has to be tanked. Alright. I think we'll do one more hunt and then call it. We'll do one more and then we'll call it. Running out of time, yeah. We're gonna let it hunt. Yeah, I think it's one of those, there's some leniency there to finish up what you're doing and get out. Get him, Lilith? No. What are we calling it? A wraith. I would love for it to hunt. My sanity has to be tanked. Hopefully it doesn't teleport on you. Oh yeah, that ghost does that. Is the map layout changed as well? It's somewhat. There's some similarities there, but there's definitely things that make it feel different. Is the light on? Yeah. Ba-ding. Oh God. Oh God! Oh my God! It scared the crap out of me. I couldn't see it. Well, there's a quick way for me to end it. Oh my God. It was under the tub. I couldn't see it. Stupid crawler. Oh man, that scared the crap out of me.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we knew it was a wraith. You bet, yeah. So we know that the tub can break line of sight. It couldn't see me. The issue was I couldn't see it. So when it's crawling and it's going around the tub, you've got to be careful, SpongeBob. You can't risk it like that. That was too much. That was a really stupid idea, but still funny. But yeah, there we go. Good stuff, man. Oh, good stuff. That's so funny. There. Basically right on time, which was wonderful. That's so funny. Right on time. Do we know the actual release date? No, we don't have a date yet. Not yet. Love the streams. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for tuning in, checking out the map with me and Mr. Tom. Appreciate you guys. I'll definitely, if you missed it, don't worry. I will definitely have a video or two out, especially of us walking through the entire map. And then yeah, tomorrow we're gonna hear about it, about when the map is going to be released, but I don't have a time for you. Yeah, you can try this map again in the future. Everybody will. Yeah, everybody's going to have the opportunity to play this map. It's not like it's only being released to so many people. It's just today to show the map. It's only so many people, the Kinetic Games partners. Yeah, so big old thanks to them and the team, Tom, AT, CJ, DK, Ben, Lavender. I mean, the team that worked on it. The map is sick. The map is so good. So far, I love it. It feels like the way a map should feel. Do you know what I mean by that? You know what I mean? It feels delicious. Okay. Better than Grafton. Yeah, the Grafton rework, I don't know if that's going to be next or not. It could be. I guess it just depends. We found Little Miss Josie. Listen, the first one I didn't live because I wanted to science. The second one, that was just stupidity. So I technically have yet to, well, I guess I technically have yet to successfully live and get the ghost right. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's gorgeous. What other places are getting revamped? We know Grafton is, we know Tanglewood is, and then inside of the Trello, they have a list of maps in the first section that say that they want to work on. Yeah, if you're ever curious what they're doing, check out the Trello. The Trello is where to go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, friends, I wanted to do that today. I wanted to try and do it early rather than later. So that's going to be it for me today. We're going to go find someone to raid here in a second, but I appreciate you, YouTubes. Much love, friends. Thank you. Thank you. I have reached my open house limit.
Welcome back.
We have reached our open house limit. Did you find a piano at all? Well, yeah, it was a grand piano. It wasn't that hard to find. Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm so excited to see everybody play it. It was so fun. So great. Yeah, there's still so much to check out. I want to investigate the lore. Tom's going to be stopping too. We both started at the same time, so he's going to be stopping now as well. Yeah, at least stopping the early access. Yeah, I don't know how much longer he's streaming though. That I don't know. But I appreciate you guys. Stick around. We'll go find someone to raid. Yeah. Actually, let me look at the schedule. Let me go to Blue Sky. Hold on. Thank you, Cozy. I appreciate you. Let's see. So we 5, 6, 7. So that means, ooh, hold on. Where is he? That's where we're going to go. I don't know if I've ever had a chance to raid Kai. We are going to go raid Ghost Kai. Ghost Kai is another Kinetics Games partner. He is playing the release. He's playing it now. He just started. He's been live for 20 minutes. I think he's just now taking a look at the map. So do not spoil anything. Just enjoy the map with him as we watch and check it out. Okay. Here are the raid messages. If you're a follower, the first one's for you. Subs, that one's for you. Creepy little tier 3s, that's for you. Again, guys, I have a Discord. The Discord link's in chat, and so are the rest of my socials. I'm gonna work the rest of my day and then hopefully get you guys a video of us doing a walkthrough. It's gonna be a long video, dude. It's probably gonna be like an hour of me and Tom just going around the map. It was just so great. It was so enjoyable. But thank you guys for another amazing day, a day that I don't usually stream. So it was a blast. Who knows? Maybe one day in the future, at some point, I'll be able to do this more often, you know? Who knows? But much love, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for all of the love. Thank you for the subs and the bits and the raids and the follows. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Okay, we might not have saved Pizza Cat, but we found Pizza Cat. We were very invested on saving our pets. Look, we can't save them all, Mel. Also, I didn't recognize your cat without the pizza. We didn't leave him behind. We allowed him to enjoy the room. He was enjoying the room. He's distinguished. We should put a little top hat on him. Go take a photo of Josie with a plate. Yeah. No, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for you guys to see the rest of our friends play, to see Mel and everyone else. But yeah, we're going to go say hi to Kai. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for chilling with me. I'll save Josie. I promise you the next time I play that map, Pizza Cat will be the first saved before my own dog. That is a promise. That is a promise. All right, guys. I love you all. I will see you later. I stream tomorrow. More fun and shenanigans. Bye.